Hello, everyone. Welcome back to GDQ Hotfix. This is It's Dangerous to Go Alone, which is a celebration of cooperative speedruns that happens every other Sunday, starting at 4. And I am so excited for what we have coming up next. We have Kingdom Hearts 2, which is one of my favorite games of all time. I'm actually replaying the Kingdom Hearts series right now. But before we jump into that and get to hear what that's all about, just want to remind everyone that Unapologetically Black and Fast is coming up February 11th and 12th. Celebrate Black excellence and speedrunning coming up next month. You can do !UBAF in Twitch chat for more information. And then we have Frost Fatales right after that, starting February 26th. So, if you love speedrunning events and marathons, we have so much coming up in February. You can stay tuned, go on our website, follow our Twitter for all the information about that. So let's get on into this. So I have, two good friends here, just like Sora and Riku. We've got J Hobbs and Adam, who are going to be taking us through Kingdom Hearts 2 Randomizer. How are y'all doing?
Good. Hello. I'm excited to continue my tour of every Hotfix show by the end of 2030.
Let's go!
Hobbs, are you Sora or Riku?
I was trying to think, and I'm like, I don't think I can answer the question. I don't think I can.
We'll figure it out by the end. How about this?
Sure.
By the end of the run chat, we're gonna vote on who is Sora and Riku based on their interactions. Okay, so I'm not gonna sway anyone. I'll just vote at the end. We'll keep that as something for y'all to do with towards the end of the run. But yeah, since let's just kind of jump on in. And we can do a countdown whenever. Also, if there's anything you want to explain before we get in, just kind of what category you're doing, go right ahead.
Sure. So we're playing on critical mode. Most of the randomizer players play on critical mode, but you can totally play on beginner if you want to try this out yourself. KH2 Rando is easy to get into at kh2rando.com. And we are doing a path hints seed, which basically is super complicated, and we're not going to explain everything about it right now. But it just means that as we collect secret ansem reports, then that will help identify the locations of three proofs that lock the final door in order to beat the game. So our goal is just beat the game, but we have to collect 3 items minimum in order to do so. We also need a lot more than that because the game's hard, and we need tools to be able to defeat things. But we are just each playing the same seed on our own system. We're going to be sharing information, but other than that, there's no communication between the games or anything. Like there's no syncing. And we're just going to try to split up as much as possible, cover as much ground as we can, and beat this as fast as we can.
Awesome. That's thank you for that explanation. We can have a countdown and jump right in whenever the two of y'all are ready.
Yep, I'm good.
All right, let's get going in 3, 2, 1. Go.
All right. First things first, we're going to take different weapons at the start here because that's going to affect our leveling order. Adam takes the staff, I take the shield. Technically, it would be faster for one of us to take the sword, but that's unfair because every co-op run turns into a competitive run at the very end. So I can't be saving that time. And then we're going to go into 2 different directions. I'm going to check 100 Acre Wood because I get 3 free chests that I can check here. And Adam is going forward into Pride Lands. I saw the money pouch. That's good. Finishing leap over here.
Get both left and right chest.
Oh, proof. 1-3. Wow, that's okay. That's interesting.
That means every turn page is going to be hinted. So that is fun.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so that is one of the 3 items we need in order to unlock the final door.
Download started with Fantasia.
Okay, awesome. You said, sorry,
left and right.
Oh, left and right, okay. Well, I wanted that AP boost, apparently. We're going to be splitting up the worlds we go to as much as possible. Adam is taking Pride Lands first because Pride Lands has a lot of checks in it. Okay, I got a Keyblade back there, I guess? Or did we start with
It's the Berserk Charge Keyblade. It's what you got from... I think we started with Pure Blood.
Did we start with Pure Blood? Okay. But yeah, so Adam is going somewhere that has a lot of checks with a little bit of fighting. All he has to do is the fight he's doing right now, and then has to fight no other enemies. And the movement in Pride Lands is also extremely fast.
And Magnet Burst.
Oh my god, and Magnet Burst. The seed's already giving us a lot of stuff.
Yeah!
So it's trying to be chaotic. But yeah, so he has to just do that one fight, and then he has the same amount of movement in that world that he would if he came here at level 99 with like all of the items. So Pride Lands is always the opening play, since you want to try to find some movement for base level Sora. As you can see, I'm just walking around and jumping, and it's kind of slow. Report 3, Disney Castle.
You also did this for me because Pride Lands, The Lion King is my favorite movie. So I appreciate the pandering to the host.
Speaking of which,
Absolutely.
Kurt did name this seed, so for better or worse, however it goes, it's
That's
their
true.
fault.
Through the power of Bergie.
I did get Slapshot here as well, but otherwise mostly uneventful. Whenever you want to drag that report,
Yeah.
3, that was the other one. The other thing. We're not going to talk too much about the hints we're getting throughout until they kind of become a little bit more relevant as we get more stuff later on. I'm currently doing a save warp to just get closer to the story. I got report 2 as well.
Okay.
And now I'm going to be moving through Disney Castle. This escort mission doesn't get sped up by having any movement, so
Report
it's
7.
another good candidate for an early play. Okay, report 7. And I can also push the mouse to make her move faster.
Wow! Can you do that in a normal game? You can just shove her?
Oh, yeah.
Auto Wiz.
Yeah, you can do it in the normal game. It's also unbelievably hard.
Auto Wisdom in the canyon.
Let's see. Auto Wisdom.
So far, that's the only thing in
Yeah.
Pride Lands, so it's been
It's about what?
that's been the only thing in Pride
Oh,
Lands.
the only thing. Okay.
So something that some people in chat are asking is like, how does co-op even work in this? Are they in the same game? What's the point of it? And so there's some different co-ops that we've seen on this show before. This is one of the ones where they are just communicating to each other what is happening, because both of you need to finish and beat the game, right?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. So our time is based on whoever finishes second, which will probably be me if our practice is anything to say. And so it actually kind of works out where sometimes if one person is kind of ahead in terms of like the number of proofs they have or some of the worlds they finished, then the other person will do some catching up while that person will be like looking around randomly and whatnot.
So
Yep, absolutely. And something else people are asking as they're coming in is like, how did you all start in different areas? What access of areas do you have when you start when you're playing this randomizer?
Yeah, so part of the mod, actually, I don't want you to take care of that. 'Cause
yeah, so essentially, I guess I'll show it off since I'm in this world. When you load into the game, these 13 portals around us each lead to a different world. We don't have to deal with any of the gummy missions or stuff like that in the vanilla game. We just choose a world and go into it through these portals.
I know
Berserk
everyone
Charge
is so saddened by the fact we're not going to see the gummy ship 25 times. I'm so sorry.
Hobbs, I'm just going to take Land of Dragons going around since we didn't find any movement.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Oh, I just got to glide.
Well, I can't follow for that.
There's also, yeah, not yet at least. There's also a Berserk Charge on the escorts, like not on a
Drive gauge and a fire on LOD 1 and 3.
Okay.
For Pride Lands, it was 5 in the gorge, 2 in the jungle, and then all 3 in the oasis.
Was it really anything worth
Like Flash Step
following
and a
you
Moon
a
Amulet,
little
not
bit?
enough to go for, like, if we don't need to, though.
Sure. I saw the air combo
Yeah.
boost. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of us just saying things and not being able to explain them yet. We'll try to explain them when they become more relevant, but in general, if you see an ability that has boost in its name, it's probably pretty decent, and we're probably going to call it out. If you see us pick up like a map or a synth item, we are probably not going to bother with that. And if we see anything that is an important check are things like magic, summons, drive forms. There are various items that lock second visits to the worlds. Those are important as well. So we're going to be sure to call all those out, and those are what's going to pop up on our trackers. I got
Yep.
report 1.
Absolutely. And it's like reminder that each person, if they want to get something, they got to go grab it. It's not like an item sync. They're not sharing. So that's why they need to tell each other, hey, if you need this, go here. Hey, if you need this, go here.
Scan in
Our
Halloween
number
Town.
one goal. Scan,
Yeah.
is that what you said? Okay, awesome. Our number one goal early on is finding movement. So the fact that I have glide means I'm now going to go to Olympus Coliseum because we're in a bit of a shotgun phase where we take a shallow visit into a wide spread of worlds, and Olympus Coliseum's initial like kind of shotgun checks are greatly sped up by having a glide.
Here it is, the door to Christmas Town.
Because we're going to be moving downhill the whole time.
How did Disney Castle have 1, 2, and 3 for its reports?
I know, right? But in the opposite order. Was it 7 that you got in Pride Lands?
Level?
No. Sorry, the report.
Oh, yes. Report 7.
Okay.
Jack, prepare to scream.
And now, if you want to explain, like, kind
Yeah,
of
so
what you're doing.
because I don't have a lot of tours to get through these fights, Jack's Limit is really good in Halloween Town. You can use it to get through pretty much every fight here. Like in first and second visits.
That was close. I got guard in chest 1 and OC.
Okay.
Jack, prepare to scream.
Which I'm really, really happy about because guard has eluded us a couple of times. Oh, and a quick run.
Alright, so I might just go down OC then for that quick run.
Yeah. We can do a tiny bit more shotgun potentially to try to get lucky,
Yeah.
but it might just be worth going straight.
I could
through
get
it.
like the Pearl Warrior chest first, but I don't want to do like Space Paranoids before it.
So quick. Oh, I accidentally hit the save menu. Quick runs and glides are the main movement we want. That's what we want to see. So the fact that I got one of each so far is really helpful. We're also going to have to check our Keyblades.
Second chance in
extremely
Santa's house.
often. Oh, okay. I'm going like straight over there. We have to check our Keyblades a lot because, a 6/6 draw in here, Port Royal. That's the name of the place. But yeah, our Keyblades we will totally like forget about if we don't check them. So I'm gonna do Space Paranoids and then I'll head over to Halloween
Okay.
Town.
Space Paranoids, yes. One of my favorite casual worlds in this, for sure.
Yeah, it's a good
It's
one.
so good.
For our purposes, it's either extremely good or sucks. There's very little in between. But we'll talk
So
about
it was
that more
chest 1
later.
and Glide was which?
I think it was chest 1 and 5, like the last one in the
Okay.
first room.
We have a question. Are the proofs always on 3 different worlds, or would it be possible, but unlikely, to get all 3 in a single world?
They can all be in the same world. I had a seed last week where they were all 3 in Disney Castle.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Because of the hints we've already gotten, we actually do know that they're all 3 in different worlds.
Makes
already.
sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, EXP boost. Space Paranoids 4.
Okay.
Or 6. Space
Ooh,
Paranoids
I have
6.
another good question. Do you have to do all the boss fights in this?
No, but we do have to do all of the ones in the world that never was.
Makes sense.
Which is the like last world of the game normally. So we have to do all of those and then beat all the final fights as well. However, we do have everything set as all of the bosses are on in terms of they can have randomized checks. So we could potentially have to do a data fight or an absent silhouette or something
Cool.
like that.
Cool. I knew the answer was like, no, you don't have to do all of them, but I knew there were some required ones for sure. And that's what's really fun is at the end of this, Rando is going to be hyped no matter what, because we're going to see y'all pummel through the world that never was, which is always so much fun.
Yeah, and in fact, we're probably going to push there pretty
Hobbs,
early.
you want Agrabah or Twilight Town? Because one of us is going to have to take one.
Yeah, I have Glide, so I should probably take Twilight Town. I think, right?
I think it's kind of either works.
It's kind of similar, yeah.
I guess I could cook on Roxas. I don't like to with my current movement, so maybe you could do
Yeah,
that.
I would say don't worry about it.
Chalktron Plus on the way to Roxas, though.
Okay. What am I getting in Halloween?
That's Auto Valor. Both chests in the room
I
where
got-
you start in, because that's their combo boost and scan. I don't remember anything in Hinterlands being great. Second chance was in Santa's house next to the save point.
Sweet. So I will skip so this is where we can save time from doing co-op, is I get to skip the chests in that town square. There are 2 chests there, and because Adam like already went and checked them, I don't have to get them, and same within this room.
Here it is.
And then in about 2 hours, we're going to realize that there was something really important in one of them, and then we're
I'll
gonna
miss a chest like yesterday.
The randomizer moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take.
Yeah, chat, if there's ever anything you're uncertain about, feel free to put it in the chat. I'll relay it to our runners.
Thinking I'll take Agrabah into Hollow Bastion, since I'm on this side anyways, and then maybe Beast Castle if I feel like I can do Threshold. Aerial Dodge.
Ooh, nice. So aerial dodge is like, I'd say the third best movement. It works really well with glide. Like once you get a glide, you really want an aerial dodge. So it's potentially worth me going over there for, but I'll wait until Adam's done the whole visit, or the whole shotgun.
Yeah, so chess, I think that was 4 in Agrabah.
Okay. And I got a couple of chests during that last fight just because I was waiting on my MP to recover anyways. There's the second chance. Okay. Oh, I'm putting on way too many things. That's the one I wanted.
So people are asking, how do you remember all of this stuff?
Play the game a lot.
Yeah, play the game a lot and also poorly. like we don't. and we mess up.
Yeah, I mean, that's the joy of co-op, right? Is you two can ask each other, oh, where's that one again? Can you describe that to me? Versus doing it all by yourself.
Yeah, armor slot in TT.
Chest 2 and the Bazaar had Identity Disc.
Okay.
And I also got Report 13.
I got a finishing plus Keyblade. It's kind of bad, but so both the ones outside the mansion.
Okay.
But yeah, we have the chests kind of numbered in the order we usually pick them up in, and so there are a lot of times where if you get a bunch of stuff in a world, you'll just say like 1 2 5 2 1. Like that'll just mean in the first room pick up the first 2 chests, in the second room pick up the 5th, and then so on.
It's especially helpful for a world like Pridelands where there's a lot of rooms that you're checking at once.
Oh, couldn't even make that. No high jump.
We're pretty early on to this, but I have a question also that's like, is there any assortment of randomizer results that you would be terrified or unprepared to do? Like, you'd be like, oh, I'm forced to do this, and I'm not sure if it's going to go well.
Data Zemnis without the correct tools is always very terrifying.
Data Roxas as well can be, like, we can quick run him, but it takes like 5 minutes, which is not what you want. And even then, it's kind of hard to start sometimes. So there's a lot of situations like that, actually. Like, Beta Zigbar is really tough.
So
with certain...
Agrabah was kind of a bust.
Got a drive gauge here.
This is the opposite of all of our
gauge.
practice seats. I'm getting the bad roads.
Yeah. Drive gauge in the, like, the one that's over by the lower green roof thing. Oh, I got another glide here, so... This one is definitely
Yeah, I'm gonna go
grabbable.
grab that.
Yeah. And then maybe I should go get the aerial dodge.
I mean, it's pretty quick. It's just in Agrabah.
wasn't
You can
much
dip
else.
out after getting Aladdin's
Yeah.
Ethos.
If you ever hear us, or if you ever see us pick something up and then not call it out, which we do a lot, that probably means it was basically just worthless or just not all that useful for us. At the
Alright, so both in the first room. Then
Yes.
Green Roof had...
Though I guess I should have said you could get them later if you wanted, but
We don't know if we're going to be doing
I
the
guess
third visit.
we don't know if we will. Yeah. All right, I'll go to Agrabah. We're kind of crossing over almost a little bit more than we normally do too. Am I going Beast Castle after this, or should I quick run?
Up to you. I'm doing Hollow Bastion next, so I at least have something. And
But that'll be pretty
one of
cool.
us can do early-ish OC with Magnet Burst.
Oh yeah, good call.
So if you want Beast Castle, I can
customize
always take the
Goofy
OC.
That sounds good.
Alright,
Let's
so
do
what
it
am I
that way.
getting in
We'll hold
Chancommon?
off on rocks. But, skip the first 2. Skip the woods. Just get the roofs, but skip the blue
Okay.
roof. Which chest in here? In Agrabah? Fourth. Okay.
Or third.
I have a question about the proofs, because we have the 3 proofs that we need, right? Where do those like allow you specific entry to?
So there's a door at the end of the game. The door to Kingdom Hearts.
Got it.
That door has an artificial lock on it, like put on by the randomizer mod. That it will not open until you
Cool.
have all of those.
I figured it was in the world, never was, but I didn't know specifically where exactly it was. So
Except
that makes
for that
sense.
like 3-month period where it wasn't locked by the proofs and everyone just pretended it was anyways.
That's
Yeah,
adorable.
Didn't work. Yeah.
And yes,
Okay,
the 1.1525 remix is just the name of the remade game for the PS3.
You said identity disc. I'll grab that too.
Yeah, that was second
Second
chest.
chest, if I remember. Yeah. Cool. And then I'll just leave at the save point. Oh, I'm dead. I should have been prepared.
That's why you don't glide
That
in
was
Agrabah.
fast. Just, jeez.
Yeah, that's how easy it is to die in this game. Those enemies are called Silver Rocks, and it's nice because you can take them out pretty quickly because they have a helpful reaction command, but they also will kill you very, very quickly if you're gliding. So Beast Castle is a world that has a fight we can actually take an intentional death to at the beginning. We've already done a few of these, like Halloween Town and Agrabah both have them as well, but there's quite a few fights like that, and so we do try to route those in before we've gotten a lot of like defensive upgrades.
Before 10 Hollow Bastion.
Before 10 in Hollow Bastion. Okay. Have we only gotten, I think I'm missing one from you. Oh, the Agrabah one.
Which was 13.
Which looks 13, okay. I'll put it on there in a sec. So the only thing we're going to be kind of like moving onto our trackers manually are the reports, because that's just info that like is helpful to have on our own trackers. Everything else is just automatically tracked by the
It's an accessory slot next to Bailey.
program. Okay. Anything else in there matter?
I got a Keyblade that I need to check.
Okay.
But all Keyblades have been
Blizzard
okay so
Boost.
far, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Blizzard Boost, Bell's Room 2.
What's the Keyblade you're looking for? That would be like the best case scenario to get.
Generally we care about something that has a decent ability and good stats, like decent
Sure.
stats. The stats can be up to 7 in either strength or magic, or like both. Item slot in chest 1, West Wing. But they can also be as low as 0.
Mm-hmm.
So like these two, Air Combo Plus is a bad ability, but it has a 5/7 stat line.
Yeah, that seems
so
like
like
good
that's
stats.
not bad.
should
So
go
I'd say
get that
chest
move.
1 and 3.
And then
So
Oathkeeper's
far,
just
Beast
good.
Castle.
Oathkeeper's iconic.
Yeah, but it was bad in this one, so.
No!
High jump.
That's
High
fine.
jump in chest 4. The closer to the chest. Skip the middle. Yeah. Oh, that was messed up the minigame.
Yeah, so I guess I'd just take OC next with Magnet Burst.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So there are a few. One of the other reasons we do this like shotgun thing, it's hard to do combat early until we have some tools. We don't want to go into worlds that involve like a ton of movement or like, you know, very long hallways and paths until we can move. Like the one Adam's in right now, like that is a tough. Like you get slowed down a lot if you go there with no movement.
Especially if you die in this fight, you have to climb up that hill again.
Yeah. And the other reason is that we can only go so far in most of the worlds. I don't know if I've put on second chance yet. Worlds, we can always go through the first visit in a world that you would normally do in the game. But in order to do like the second lap of visits, we actually have to find specific items for some of the worlds.
That's it. Farewell.
One of which is that
Okay.
identity disc that we got in Agrabah. So finding that means we can do the second visit of Space Paranoids after beating the first visit. Not every world needs an item for that though. For like Disney Castle, you'll see that doesn't have a lock icon on it on our tracker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very impressive watching y'all go through these fights, and we also get to see Mickey, so I'm happy. I'm not mad.
Yeah, normally I would just like skip out on Mickey. I would just say like, no, don't, like just don't show up. But because I'm so low on tools, pretty much the only way I can fight this boss is just doing air combos. So instead I decided to just take Mickey.
I love it. And Mickey is set to certain fights, right? Like he won't show up
Yeah.
all the time. Okay.
Yeah, there's only certain fights he could show up in, and now that I've used him once, he is not guaranteed to show up if I die in like the next fight
Oh,
that
okay.
he could show up in. But it's actually like that. The fight Adam is moving up to right now is where we use Mickey in the speed run.
Oh.
Because at that point you just don't have a lot of tools to fight Cerberus.
Honestly,
I got
makes sense.
combo master.
probably won't try to live in this fight if I get Mickey, because
Yeah,
I
I was
don't
gonna
have a
say.
lot to do this fight with.
Yeah, Mickey is probably going to speed that fight up for you, I think. At least our stats are looking okay so far. Especially the Keyblade helps with that. Alright. I'm heading into a mini game where there's a couple chests in here, so I just try to get them along the way to be as efficient as possible. Adam's just gotta keep one up on me and not die.
I mean, I wasn't trying not to. Orin just healed me.
Yeah.
So Thunder Boost from Cerberus.
Thunder Boost, okay. And there was a Shock Charm Plus in World That Never
Yeah,
Was, right?
second or third chest before Roxas.
Okay. Yeah, Combo Master Dungeon 1 has been the only thing post-Thresholder so far.
Is there anything worth me going to get pre-Thresholder?
No, not really. Not that I can recall.
So I guess after this you take Roxas. I might do LOD if we still don't have anything good to go for.
Sounds good.
Just because Magnet Burst is really nice for these boards with a lot of spread out mob fights.
Yeah. Got dodge roll from Beast, but dodge roll is one of the least useful movements. It's helpful for specific boss fights. Well, just boss fights in general.
We also set our reports that they have to appear in first visits for boards, so it's not bad to just finish
Membership
out
card.
first visits, just to try to find all the information that we're going to find from those.
Yeah. I got membership cards, so I'm gonna pivot and go
Hollow Bastion.
Hollow
Okay,
Bastion.
you just need the chest before Bailey.
Okay. So even though Adam's already done this, because I just got that membership card and it was super far into Beast Castle 1, I now have the ability to go to the second visit for Hollow Bastion. And the second visit of Hollow Bastion has like the most number of checks in pretty much the entire game. So if we can go there early, we absolutely want to. And especially if we have enough movement, and Glide 2 is enough movement.
Yeah, you see, I'll go out of my way to
Yeah,
open the
yeah.
menu anytime I get a download staff, because there's one specific ability we want for download, and I don't want to risk getting it and not realizing where I got it from.
Yeah. Yeah, you made me check because I was like, I don't think I've picked any up, but just in case.
Also, Thunder Chest 1 in the Windy Room,
Oh, nice. Okay. So you probably get all the way through
Yep.
Hydra.
and a jackpot.
Have you bought Ethers
Yes.
yet? Okay, cool. I finally got my Magnum Burst. So I said at the beginning that we picked up the weapons. We picked up different weapons. It changes the order in which we get abilities, but not, what abilities we will eventually get. And so Adam got Magnet Burst on like level 4 or something, but I just got it now on level 10 because of those different weapons.
It's really fun seeing all the different ways you all have figured out how to get through this stuff based on what you have. That's what I always love about, randomizers of games that people are really good at. Is just like, all right, we can make this work.
Yeah, we'll end up having to do some fights that we would like prefer to have different tools for, I'm sure. But when possible, we try to route. We try to do a lot of the routing around what can we fight efficiently.
So I think this means I do
Like
Port Royal next with the Thunder instead of LOD.
That sounds good. I agree. Like the fight Adam's in right now, having both Fantasia and and a magnet burst speeds that mini game up a lot.
We touched upon this a little bit earlier, but just, we have another question. Just, are the weapon stats and abilities randomized as well? Like, is the name of the Keyblade just there for show, and the stats are randomized? Or no?
Keyblade still matters because of Keyblade length. That is a stat that is tied to the Keyblade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like the Oath Keeper is a pretty long Keyblade, but then something like Kingdom Key is pretty short.
Reflect after Demix.
But otherwise, stuffs are just shuffled. As you said, 7 is the max, and it can just be whatever.
Yeah.
Report 6 and 8, and doing Demix gets you once more and Reflect.
Oh, okay, so I should probably head over
Yeah,
there
it wouldn't be bad.
pretty soon, because that Thunder, too, like, I don't have offensive magic right now. Reflect is the most valuable spell in the game for us. Because it is both defensive and offensive, and does a ton of damage to a lot of
They
enemies.
buffed it in Final Mix, right?
Yeah, they buffed it. I think they reduced the mana cost or whatever. Reduced the MP cost. Or I'm making that up, I don't know. I think that was the buff it got. Which it did not need. It was already OP in Cage 2, but nobody knew. This has been a bust so far. Unless that nobody lands is good. I'm also going to go into a room here that... Oh, I got Light and Darkness. So if we find one...
Well, we have autos with second chance and once more, so you're good. But I can't.
Oh, that's true.
I would have to go all the way through Beast Castle to get that, so that's not happening for me.
Yeah. For now, yeah, I can't.
Yeah, it should be good.
Like that would be too big of a time investment. I am going to go Force Final right now. I should be able to do it with second chance, I think.
Yeah, you just let the Jack in the Box shoot you with the ranged attack.
Yeah. So the ability I just got is called Light and Darkness. What it does is whenever I go into a drive form, I will, instead of getting the drive form that I'm trying to go into, if I am in combat, I will always get either anti-form or final form. Now, normally, that is, like, kind of bad.
Kind of rough,
But
yeah.
the way to unlock final form is to go into it once. So I just need to get it to unlock once, and then I'm good. Please shoot me. Thank you. So I went in anti-form there. My next... I'll probably get this within 5, is all I really need to say about it. Within 5 anti-form uses.
It used to be worse in the non-Final Mix version, because now Light and Darkness helps make that a lot better.
Yeah. Oh, Jack is dead. Okay. That affects things too.
And Final's just really good. Yeah, for Final to work, you need both of your allies to be alive, right? Because it takes up
Correct.
2 of them. Yeah.
You also have to have at least 5
Oh,
drive gauges,
hello.
which we do start with in the randomizer, whereas in vanilla you only have 3 when you start, just so that you can get final form and use it as soon as you find it.
That's nice. That's a good quality of life.
This is weird. I don't normally do this way, so I'm doing it very slowly, but I got my final form.
Was there anything else
And
in
final form also
the
comes
first
with a
2
Keyblade.
chests in Port Royal? Because I dipped in for the Hidden Dragon Keyblade, but then left.
I don't think so. I think it was just that Keyblade. I gotta say I don't completely remember though. So
You also found an experience
on a
boost
second
number,
visit
right?
might be worth it.
Did I make that up?
Yes. EXP boost was... I'm sure I will be able to remember it a little bit. I'm going to
Yeah,
push
remember
Twilight
at some point. I would like to find that.
Down. Yeah.
Space Paranoids before the
EXP
minigame?
boost.
Is that it?
Yep, that's the
Good.
one. Yeah, it was the last chest in the shotgun. So now with final form, that informed my routing of where to go next, because this fight has a lot of very weak nobodies, and drive forms level up in this game, and the way they level up is by very different mechanics for each form. And for final form, it's defeating nobodies gets you experience for final form. So I just got it all the way to level 3, and each of those checks was randomized. Now, unfortunately, I can't get it higher than level 3 because the highest you can get a drive form level is based on how many drive forms you have. And this is the only one I have, so I can only get it to 3.
Torn Pages, just one in the town. so I can check that afterwards. We don't really have a reason to push pages because 100 Acre Wood only hints non-existence, which we have already.
Yep.
And we know the other 2 proofs can't be there. So those...
Yeah, it would eliminate some stuff, but we don't need to push them, yeah. Torn pages have a fair number of checks in them, but they have some longer mini-games that are basically just auto-scrollers that we have to sit through, so we generally don't want to push those if we don't have to, or if it doesn't seem like a very...
We also know proof can't be on levels because Second Chance and Once More were in different words that hint at different proofs.
Oh, okay, cool. Good catch. I don't think I would have caught that.
I want to check the
item
staff.
slot, 2 outside the tower. All right. Final Form is also extremely good for combat, which is very helpful when you have no tools for combat.
I also think the way this early game is played out, Hobbs and I were swapped from how we normally play, with me being in Port Royal and him having Final Form.
Yeah. Hey, my thing's still messed up.
Things never go how you practice in the real thing, always. That's the fun of it.
Yeah, I can't leave. Normally I'd be able to leave this world early, but I can't for some reason, not sure why. I got report 5. Report 5 in play. Okay. So Magnet thankfully does one-shot these shadows, but shadows are the worst enemy for every Kingdom Hearts speedrun ever, because they can go underground and just waste your time. And I'm not exaggerating. They're literally the worst in actually every game. Adam was in a timed fight there. I should have hit the enemy with that. It's fine. Yeah, the one thing about Final Form is it's extremely floaty, and your combos are really long, and it takes... They kind of lock you into an attack for a while. So whenever possible, I'm going to jump and attack in Final Form, because in the air, that doesn't happen quite as badly, basically.
Yeah, earlier, the reason I pivoted to Port Royal when I got this Thunder was that all of the pirate enemies in this world are weak to Thunder and Blizzard specifically, so having one of those 2 spells makes you the better choice to do this world. We also got really lucky with that money pouch at the beginning of the game. In the base game, that doesn't do anything, but in the randomizer, it gives you 5,000 money, so I could just stock up on ethos for the rest of this run.
Yeah. Really no big reason to go to Twilight Town 1, I don't think. I could get through Computer Room and check front 7 and core.
Go for it.
At least I'm pretty sure I can. After this, though, unless I have something new to do, it's probably going to be Roxas.
Yeah. Especially since Lord Never Was hints the 2 proofs we don't have yet. Pushing that early would be nice.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, using a magnet while in Final Form in the air is really good, because then when I hit the ground, I can start attacking while everything's in the magnet.
So the tome page I got here confirms the other 2 proofs are not in tome page words, so all 6 of those are eliminated now. Excellent.
Yeah, we might have to do a...
yeah, I could do that after Barbosa.
A little logic session, yeah. Shadow Archive, Core 3.
We know the proof's not in Hollow Bastion, so at this point it's very unlikely that I follow through them, unless it has like a ward unlocked visit that I need.
Come on! Gather!
Actually, can I do Core Skip?
Alright, so yeah, on my tracker, I'm going to start eliminating words where I know a proof can't be. The first one I mentioned earlier, Once More and Second Chance are both the items that on vanilla are on levels. So if a proof was there, Halloween Town and Olympus Coliseum would have to point at the same proof, but since they're different, we know levels are dead. Port Royal has a tome page and it only hints to non-existence, so we know all of the tome page words can only have the proof of non-existence, which we have. And tome page is the biggest one to eliminate words with. It's connected to 6 of them. So all 6 of these words are now dead to us.
Wow.
We already knew 100 Acre
That's
Wood
huge.
could only have 1 of the 3, so that one was dead already. But yeah, all 6 of those are now dead.
I messed up. So I'm just gonna fall.
This thing is every time I see this, I love watching Kingdom Hearts 2 stuff. It's I got here casually and I was like, oh, this is where they do the nonsensical clips that make no sense. I'm gonna leave now.
So,
Yeah.
I've never made my way through here.
what was 5 at, Hobbs? You have that. Twilight Town?
5 was Twilight Town.
Okay. I think so. We know we know proof of connection can't be an STT because STT only has 2 items that we use as quote unquote vanilla, which is Valor and Limit Form. But there are 3-4 different words that hint connection. Peace could technically still be an STT because there's only 2 words that hint peace right now. So I could do STT just to see. But I don't think it's worth it when we still have 4 more hints. I have a fire.
Yeah.
That would be it.
Yeah, but that's about it.
Outside of that,
Yeah. Also, just everybody ignore that I went out of bounds. Don't worry about it.
honestly,
It's fine.
I'm gonna go cook on Roxas because I'm out of stuff to do. Outside of
Okay.
because I could finish
Why
out
not?
Halloween Town actually.
Yeah. Halloween Town wouldn't be bad.
I'll cook on Roxas and then do Halloween Town.
So,
I do have scan.
what I am doing, this is a post-game area that has a lot of
Actually-
really hard fights in it that I am not equipped to do right now. So instead, I am doing a trick called Core Skip, where first I had to clear that out-of-bounds section, and now I'm trying to glide up this wall, which is extremely precise and finicky with my current tool set, and it's
Your dodge on Wisdom 2. So this room is a nice one for auto-leveling Wisdom and Valor, so I'm going to do that real quick before fighting Roxas. Unfortunately, I can only get each form to level 2 because I don't have any forms.
oh, this is being so finicky right now. Please, just go up. Okay. I'll hold on. Sometimes you just gotta jump or drop down and start again.
Combo boost on Valor 2. So you want to get Valor and Wisdom both
Wow,
to 2.
that's really good stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't have auto wisdom yet. I don't remember. where
That was
it
Piedlands.
was. Okay.
So not worth really getting, since it's just an aerial dodge.
Gonna run out of drive soon, so hopefully I can just do it.
I'm a
from the
believer. People are asking, how do I learn how to do this? Is there a tutorial of how to do this cool skip?
There should be a video, I believe. If you search on YouTube, I actually don't know. And there's there's kind of a lot of ways to do it.
Didn't Dewey put out videos for it? I know he did Throne Room skip videos.
So I am not sure. I unfortunately have to leave now because I messed it up too much. But I'm just gonna go to Olympus Coliseum and start catching up there because I need the once more in the Thunder.
I'm tempted to fight Roxas. I didn't realize how good my stats were.
Oh wow, yeah.
Spoilers,
we
we
have
end up
to-
fighting Roxas? What?
Whoa.
What?
Yeah.
Good thing I already finished this game.
This fight was added in Final Mix, so anybody who only played on the PS2
Yeah.
version when they were a kid wouldn't have done this fight
That
before.
did surprise me when I was doing my series replay. I was like, oh, wait, because I played it on the Final Mix, and I was like, oh wait, this is really cool. And it's a very tough fight casually.
Yeah. So if you ever want to beat Roxas without fighting him, you can do this. You just steal his Keyblades, push him up against the wall, and then quick run.
This is so mean. Wow.
Yeah, so it is a really good strat for anybody who's getting into Cage 2 Rando, just do this for the first like 150 seeds you do or something, you know, like just do it for a very long time.
Even if you don't have scan, you just do it for 2 minutes, like watching your timer, and then at that point you know he's dead.
Yep. But the problem is it takes 2 minutes, and that's a fight that can take like 30 seconds if you have the right tools. So that's why we don't use it in like a speed run, and we also would prefer not to use it if we can avoid it in
if I had a
Rando,
couple other tools that I would like
checks.
for this fight, I would just fight him normally, but I feel like I will die if I try to fight him with what I have right now.
Yeah. There's too many other checks, or there are too many checks behind Roxas as well. And this is a fight that like has to be done at some point, because all of the World That Never Was does have to be done for our settings.
Technically, if I knew the guard break loop, I could have done that, but I only know the explosion loop.
You also probably need enough ethers or item
True,
slots.
yeah.
And I don't know if I would have had enough or not.
I've only found the 1 extra so far. Hey, speaking of which, item slot after Roxas.
Did you get an item slot? That's funny.
And auto limit. Okay. That if I had auto limit for Roxas, I would have fought him. I'm just thinking, I don't feel like I fight Zigbar right now.
No, Zigbar would be a bit tough. If anything, like I'm the one with Final Form and Berserk Charge.
I at least had horizontal slash, but without that, no.
Yeah.
Reflect
I was so
after the
that chest right there.
reflect to the elevator.
Okay. I'm glad I was already here because that would have potentially made me skip out on once more. Oops. This. What's our next plays? Where are you going next?
That's a good question.
I'm not entirely sure right now. Yeah. Did you ever check the 3 in the torn page? Not that it can
No, I did not.
Okay. So you can at least do that. Do you have enough tools for EXP boost?
Not really, before 12. Twilight,
Double Thunder boost.
Twilight
though.
Town is no path, but that doesn't change anything. I guess I just don't have a lot of ethers. I guess I could give Tron and Goofy some ethers. Yeah, with Magnivorce too. Yeah, I could probably EXP boost.
Might work. Yeah, I think Thunders will probably one-shot him with Shock Charm Plus and Thunder Boost.
Yeah.
And you can just get it after the minigame and go up that way.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing a common thing in randomizers for this world. After I play this minigame, there's gonna be another like minigame fight I have to do. But if I don't finish it, enemies will infinitely spawn until the timer runs out. So I can just kill enemies in it until it's done to gain experience.
Real quick, which chest am I getting in OC80?
The one across the way has a jackpot in it, and then I think 1 and 3 in the next room.
Okay.
And then the 2 before Demix don't matter.
Alright. That one didn't matter, so maybe it was 1 and 2.
Okay, yeah, that almost was probably it.
Cool.
And we're coming up on whenever is a good time for our first break with you all. So if there's like something you want to finish real quick and then we can break, or we can just break right now.
Yeah.
I'm fine with
I think
now.
once Adam
because
does...
the boost is going to
we
take
can
a
either do
couple
now
minutes.
or right after you
so.
do the XP boost, yeah. Yeah, why don't we just do now? So if you want to give us a countdown.
Sure, we can pause in 3, 2, 1, pause. Demix, just hold on a second. It's
Yeah,
fine.
we'll be right
We'll be back. You'll get to dance water dance in a little bit. Don't worry about it. All right, fantastic. So everyone, don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with more, continuing the same seed of the co-op randomizer. Feel free to keep asking questions. Thank you to everyone in the chat who's also been answering. But we're just going to take a short break here, grab some water, and we'll be back with more It's Dangerous to Go Alone here in a sec. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to It's Dangerous to Go Alone, your favorite co-op speedrunning show here on the GDQ Hotfix. Before we jump back into continuing our fantastic Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer seed here, just want to remind everyone, feel free to ask any questions that you have in the chat. And if you want to follow what Game So Quick is up to, do !links to see everything going on with us. You can always see our latest announcements about Hotfix and other events happening in the upcoming months. But yeah, I'm going to throw it back over to Adam and Jay Hobbs so they can give us a little bit of a rundown of what we've been doing so far, what our next plans are, and then we'll get back into it.
Yeah, sure. Real quick, during the break, we tried very hard not to look at our trackers or like share real info about the seed so that way we can make it as close to a usual seed as possible. But I'm heading through Olympus Coliseum to catch up with what Adam was doing earlier because there were some really good tools here. I'm about to get some of them. And then need to figure out what I'm going to do next. And Adam, you were doing what?
I'm going through Space Paranoids to EXP boost to get stronger and possibly push through the road that never was. Because that is a road that has to be cleared before we beat the game. So having one of us do it somewhat early is nice just to get that information that it could give us.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're just joining in now, what we need are 3 items called proofs. They are the proof of non-existence, the proof of connection, and the proof of peace. In order to unlock the final door to the game and get to the final bosses. We have the proof of non-existence, and we are using a hint system that helps us try to narrow down and locate the other 2. So that's what we're currently hunting for, those and lots of tools to help us beat the fights along the way. And I think that pretty much does it.
Yeah, thanks for that summary. Let's jump right back in and punch Demix a little bit. Sure. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Any Dance Water Dance fans in the chat?
The other nice thing about me coming here is it gets me my drive back because I messed up that core skip earlier. Do you know what I'm getting in the lock?
I don't remember. Just get all 3.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just get them, yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going to be doing a mechanic called experience boosting. There's an ability in the game called experience boost where you gain double experience if your health is below half. So I want to get below half health here and then come into this fight. There are 2 experience boosts that you can find in the game, so if you can get both of them, it triples the experience you get. But with just one, that should still be good enough to get a decent amount of experience out of this.
All right, I'm just taking a quick glance through my abilities because every now and then I forget. Oh, we have like triple Thunder Boost. I don't yet. I haven't picked up the Shock Charm Plus, but I have double on abilities.
Unfortunately, I got hit, so now if I get hit one more time in the rest of this experience boost, I'm going to die. Like that.
Yeah, so ideally what you want to have is the Stitch summon for that experience boost because he will like protect you. You could check HP. Okay, no, good.
So I forgot to do this.
The Stitch summon like protects you from most attacks in that fight, and so it's generally a very like helpful thing. Am I doing Hydra?
No.
Do you remember?
If you already have the reflect, no.
Yeah.
I also bring out Goofy here instead of Donald because his shield can block attacks. So I can get lucky with him just tanking some random hits for me.
I am not sure what to do with it. I'll finish off Beast Castle 1 while I'm trying to think. There is a lot of that sometimes in this where you don't know exactly what the next best move is, so you just go do something that you know is at least fine while you're trying to figure out what to do next.
Yeah, the important thing that I've learned from doing Slush Bingo is always keep moving. Just do something.
Yeah.
Even if you don't know it's the most optimal thing to do, just make some progress anywhere.
Exactly. We're going to defeat this boss before it goes in a window. There we go. Oh, dang.
Yeah, I keep getting hit once near the early part and getting brought down to 1 health.
Could be like maybe slap reflex would be good too.
I don't want to be at 1 health on this. I might just take in 1 potion to be safe with it.
Okay. Oh, I got Torn Pages and Sword of the Ancestor. So the Sword of the Ancestor unlocks the second visit to LOD for us, which is one of the less useful unlocks. The world in particular is not one we ideally want to do very early.
We also know it's dead for
But
proofs for this, so it's not a big deal for
Oh, we
us.
do? Okay. Yeah, I need to actually catch up my tracker on yours.
The biggest thing is just the Torn Page wards.
Hey, what's wrong?
Yeah.
Honey?
So enjoy a second of this cutscene, I guess.
I will enjoy every second of cutscene that I get to observe in Kingdom Hearts.
Why? Because it's windy
Okay.
day, of course.
Torn Page Worlds. Hall Bastion. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, that doesn't help us too much. Oh, there were more Torn Pages here.
Nice.
Oh, and that's blue now. So we have our first blue number. Did you end up doing Halloween Town? Or should
I
go do
haven't
that?
finished it now.
Okay, I can go do that. We have our first blue number on the tracker right next to the 100 Acre Wood icon. And what that means is that there are no more quote-unquote important checks in that world. Those are all of the items I was talking about before, like magic, summons, drive forms, things like that. That doesn't mean that there is nothing useful in that world. There are plenty of abilities that are extremely helpful and would be worth going and getting potentially. However, it pretty much means we're never going to go back there. And it does also help us from a hint perspective to be able to eliminate stuff. Unfortunately, we didn't get any new info out of it this time around, but that is extremely helpful for the hints.
To swap.
If it's too rough,
I'm just going to swap
do
to
it.
the Finishing Plus Keyblade and use Magnet Finishing Leaps.
Okay. Oh, Goofy reflected that.
Yeah, if it was Thundara instead of Thunder, would just to clear out more enemies.
It's just too small.
Yeah, enough enemies are living past the spawn point to be able to hit me.
prepare to scream.
Oh no, I messed up. That sucks.
Prepare to scream.
So Jack's limit still coming in handy in this fight. It just does a lot of damage and it crowd controls the enemies, so.
We're actually talking a little bit about Birth by Sleep in the chat. Funny enough, we're talking about how it's very difficult compared to this game for some people. But I think Kingdom Hearts is all about kind of understanding the systems, and there's nothing wrong with looking something up of like maybe you're not melding your stuff enough or you're not using this ability like we've been talking about. The abilities you all need here that make a huge difference. You might just not know casually. That's okay.
Yeah, definitely. Use Aqua's D-Link if you're not playing Aqua.
Yeah, Aqua's so good.
That's-
Use Spellweaver all
that's the
day, every
answer.
day.
Through
Yep.
D-Link, it's like just magnets, thunders.
Exactly.
Plus, our D-Link has
No shit.
auto life on it.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, the reason the two of them make this look so easy is because, they know the key strategies that are most useful in all these situations, but it's something that you can definitely learn. And, you can do different flag sets and different things that you're interested in to make it accessible for you if you're more of a beginner to Kingdom Hearts.
Not at all.
If it's
I'd probably just like Bell at 30-ish.
okay, I was gonna say like worst case, you could do STT like we were talking about before.
Now you just try dodging this.
And when we say STT, by the way, we mean Simulated Twilight Town, which is what we refer to as Roxas World, the beginning kind of tutorial world of the base game.
Prepare to scream.
Okay.
Yeah, especially
Almost done with the
because
Yogi fight
we know
here.
there's not a proof on levels, so if I can't get above to
Yeah.
a certain point, that's not a big deal.
Yeah, true. And stats are already like pretty good, so just getting high enough to be able to do Zigbar potentially. Zigbar is often kind of like our main wall in The World That Never Was. I don't know. I think I'm gonna. Should I try course skip again? But it can't have a proof. I really don't know where to go right now. I guess further in Agrabah? No, it can't have a proof either.
Yeah,
this is a
it's
weird
coming
one.
down to we need to just push places that are hinted for the wards that aren't dead yet to look for ward unlocks.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I am gonna do Agrabah then. With that in mind. I also might be missing. No, I have all your hints on my thing. Okay, cool.
Yeah, for
So
everyone.
when we
Go ahead. No, you're
I was
good.
gonna say when we left Agrabah before, Adam left after this mini game that I'm about to do. There's still a lot of checks in Agrabah after that, but they require some more fights and stuff, and so we held off initially. Now I'm coming back to push it further and find more items. So despite us not despite us knowing for sure that one of our 2 remaining proofs is not in here, it could be holding on to an item that unlocks the other visit to one of the worlds that we actually have to go to.
Yeah, it's always going to be good for us to kind of, it's like, okay, eventually we need to just keep pushing progress in some of these locations because we just don't know what we, what we necessarily need. And that's the beauty of co-op in this situation is the 2 of them can push in different locations. So then it's like, okay, this wasn't useful, don't come here. Or, oh, we come back here. And that's what makes co-op so interesting in something like this. It makes it a lot faster because you're just able to divide and conquer stuff and get yourself more information.
Exactly.
I thought I still had Auto Wisdom equipped, so I brought out Donald to use that to just have it as like a panic button. But I guess I took it off.
Oh, dang. Yeah, that would have been good.
As long as I don't clank on the wall, though, I should be fine doing this.
I don't think you can. I guess maybe on that pillar you could. Oh, that whiffed.
I whiffed a hit. I'm leaving.
Yep, fair. Very fair. Yeah, those enemies are so scary when you're
yeah.
trying to EXP boost.
So ideal would be to me to get up to level 39, I believe, because that would check every low check for Hobbs, but I'm still at a good point for stats that this isn't too bad. Yeah, just the lack of an actual drive form to be able to force final is really hurting this seed right now.
Yeah. Definitely not great.
Because I could force final with an auto form. Oh, proof. And it's the only thing here.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
really? Wow.
Oh, okay.
Would have been nice to not die for 5 minutes, but oh well. What can you do? So I guess I'm just going to go push through the World That Never Was now, because we need to know what that last proof is.
Yeah. You push through the World That Never Was. I can also do another logic dive.
Yeah.
For a bit. Now that we're just looking for one more proof.
Yeah, which is the one that we have the least number of hints for. So Halloween Town, if you didn't get anything else there. Which you didn't.
No, I didn't.
We have a question. Can the proofs be puzzle rewards, or does the randomizer prevent
We have that turned
Is there any
off.
specific things the proof can be?
Yeah, you can enable that, but it sucks, so we didn't.
Yeah, there's different options. You know, like any randomizer, there's the different options you can toggle on or off based on what you're trying to do, the difficulty level. So, good question.
Yeah, no, it's neat, but what we did do is we have the item placement difficulty, which basically just determines how hard the randomizer tries to place all the items. We have that set to hard, which is not the hardest setting, but it is a hard setting. And if we had done puzzle rewards on top of that, it would probably mean we'd have to do them, and those are very, very long checks.
Especially since we're not experienced at doing them.
Yeah. I should have just final formed for this fight, but I wasn't thinking. Or spammed Thunder or something. So now Adam's in a really difficult fight. I'm going to kind of stop for a second, try to figure out what proof of peace, or where proof of peace could be. So, you know, it can't be in Space Paranoids because the other proof is in Space Paranoids.
You mess with me for the last time.
We know it can't be in any Thunder worlds because we found a Thunder in a world that didn't hint it. So that eliminates Olympus Coliseum. It can't be in any Reflect worlds, all of which are eliminated already except for Beast Castle. Let's see. That might be all we can do right now.
Wondering if
Yeah.
I want the Finishing Plus Keyblade, but it's such a hit to my stats if I equip it. Because its stats are really bad.
It's hard
But the
to say.
Finishing Plus can help set up for a loop on this boss. So if I die again, I might swap to that.
Okay, I think my tracker, Adam, should be up to date for peace. World That Never Was is looking very likely, so I'm going to start catching up the in Space Paranoids, which means I want to go get the Shock Charm Plus first. So basically, because we're in a situation where Adam has 2 proofs and I have 1, and Adam is also pushing more progress in the one world we have to do no matter what, it's now my turn to kind of catch up a bit and make sure that I can go get that second proof, get strong, and potentially be able to follow him if he finds the proof there. Normally, we would want to have him be able to get all the way through there before I go in, but in this one, it's kind of tricky to decide. Like we might actually want me to straight up follow you, even if you're still there when I'm done with this.
I'm getting DM'd, don't I?
Oh.
If Donald comes back to life, I at least have Auto Wisdom as a backup. So I should equip Auto Limit.
Oh, you got auto limit?
Yeah.
That's the one you know. Wisdom is using. Pride Lands. I'm now using a bunch of AP boosts just so I can equip more abilities.
Pretty amazing how many AP boosts you have at this point. Like, you have 100 AP. It's just like, wow.
Well, you do start with 50, thankfully.
Yeah, that's big.
So that helps a lot. Critical mode just starts you with 50 to begin with, even in the base game.
I'm gonna do this.
And other than that, yeah, we don't even call out AP boosts, and yet
You have so many.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't put the Shock Charm Plus on. Let me see if they get one shot anyways. They don't. All right. Kill me, because that might be worth it.
I'm gonna take the hit.
I've been there
Take
so
the
many
final
times
Finishing
in Kingdom
Plus.
Hearts, just like, you know what, I forgot to equip that. Just let me die and do it.
That is the nice
Yeah,
part about
yeah.
critical mode. If you want to die, you
Very
can
easy to
pretty
die quickly.
Yep. Oh, wait, I need to get damaged.
Any Zigbar enjoyers in the chat? Big Zigbar fan here. Maybe not of the fight itself, but of the
Bigger
character.
fan if I have
am a
Final
fan.
No runner is a fan of it.
No, absolutely not. Luckily, it's not too bad in Aqua's Birth by Sleep run. That fight's easy.
Yep, you just summon Peter Pan and he dies.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's a little
I
harder
love
than
it.
Terra's, but not much.
So great.
Okay, now they're getting one shot. That's good. Ow,
That's good.
don't hit me. Ow, what'd I just say?
They're like, well, I can get you back.
Stop hitting me.
Someone in the chat said no need to brag about it. Boo, boo. We're getting a lot of Zigbar quotes in the chat. Big fan.
Proof on
Jeez, that was
Zigball.
a tense ending. Nice job, Adam.
Well, we know
I was
all
nervous.
3 proofs on, so.
Oh, yep.
Oh my god.
There's
See,
the
this is
proof.
why I was saying. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Hey,
We're an hour into the run.
I don't have final form though, so Hobbs has that over me right
Yeah.
now.
True.
But still, this always happens. Even if I find good stuff early
Hey.
on, somehow Adam is always the one who finds all the
Horizontal
proofs.
slash
Nice
is after
horizontal
Zigball.
slash. Yeah, that ability is extremely useful for cheesing Zigbar.
Yeah.
So of course it's locked by him.
Auto limit was after Voxus, horizontal slash after Zigball. Combo master is going to be after Zemnis.
No, I have Combo Master.
Oh. Didn't even let me have that. Okay.
No.
Shocking that the world that never was has all the good stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just like Ganon's Tower and like To the Past Rando. It's always got the good stuff.
So I think what we're probably gonna have to do,
AB and pivot.
in order to, in order to like show you all a lot more of this, why don't we, we'll do all of the world that never was, basically until we've beaten Zemnis, and then we will start just collecting all of the important checks and see if we can get all what we call all blue numbers, or just literally completing like collecting every single important check. Co-op and see if we can still do that kind of within the usual show time here.
That sounds good.
So we
Oh, I still
do
want a
co-op
heart rate.
for the rest of the proofs, and then for AB and it turns into a race.
Ooh, that'd be spicy at both co-op and race. Ooh.
I'm definitely not just saying that because I'm ahead right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a reason. Where was guard break again?
I think Port Royal.
Oh, I don't know if that's worth me getting it. To be able to do the loop here. Probably not. I'm probably just gonna have to quick run him. Dang.
I might be able to loop Luxord Hill.
Yeah, as long as no cards
Yep.
allowed. Unfortunate you can get hit. Yeah, so even though I have decent stats right now and can do a lot of damage to Roxas, without a way to actually loop him, it is extremely tough to beat this fight consistently once he gets to later parts of it. So I'm still gonna have to do quick running even though it's slow. It's very unfortunate,
Do you feel it? The moon's power.
but it is what it is.
Moon, shine down. Be gone!
Now, while I'm doing this, Adam's doing Psyx. That fight is probably going to be a lot of reflecting.
Yeah.
The nice thing is I am going to be able to save time on Adam throughout these by having a final form. But yeah, he's going to be doing a lot of reflecting the attacks from Psyx and then baiting out another attack in order to reflect more. Unfortunately, not going to be able to skip.
You say that.
Oh, well, maybe.
Or I can let
yeah.
myself get hit.
Auto limit. Okay, nice. Yeah.
Nice
Skipped his
job.
desperation
Yeah,
move.
that's the nice part with
Or
having
Berserk
second
phase,
chance
you know.
and once more, I can take damage on purpose to force auto limit to get some of these DM skips. I'll probably try to do the same for Zemnis.
Do you remember which chest at all?
First one on the right had item slot because we joked about that. And then,
Okay. I remember auto limit was somewhere.
yeah, I don't remember that. I remember the one right before the elevator had something in the next room though.
Okay. There's the auto limit. I'll probably just skip all the rest until the elevator now. All right, so we are gonna have 2 blue worlds going into this now, like all blue numbers thing. Nice scimitar. The other, the good thing for all of you, chat, is that all blue numbers with hard difficulty means we're probably gonna have to fight a lot of really hard bosses.
Get all maybe all 4 chests. Gotta get this last one. Yeah, all 4 chests going up.
Yep, all okay.
Yeah, should I just change the category now, or when do you wanna bump it up? Are we confirmed going for the all blue numbers?
You could just change it now. We're definitely.
Yeah, I could beat the game at this
do
point.
it.
So it would be.
Yeah.
Am I just going to do that, or am I waiting for you in some way?
No. I think just start going for
Okay.
ABN after. I don't think we need to actually make it a race. Like we'll just still share
Okay.
info.
Yeah. All right, I've changed it to co-op randomizer crit all blue numbers.
Do we want to do final bosses at the end of the ABN then, or am I going into that now?
Yeah. I think we do them at
Okay.
the end. Or like if we run out of time, we can go do them as a way to end.
Yeah,
everything.
for maximum
Yeah,
suspense,
should it-
we can do
Exactly.
the final bosses at the end.
Should have equipped Horizontal Slash. That would have helped in this fight.
Oh yeah. I actually don't use it on that opening combo, personally. Okay, so Zigbar can be a little annoying. Hopefully shouldn't be too bad though. For me with Berserk Charge and Final Form. And hopefully I'll get to show off like a
No
sunlock.
data's in this fight for us.
Okay, oh thank you.
That is a lot of stuff in the world it never was, though.
It is a lot. There's a reason we said we prefer to push the world that never was as soon as we possibly can.
It works out because I think that this world is also just really fun to watch people do quickly and do well. So it's really great.
The ish.
All right, so I'm gonna let Zigbar go into a side room here because now he can't use a blue laser attack.
I would say because of us pivoting like this, the one thing that we're going to kind of cheat for with this ABN is not finding all the reports because we have been moving those for the other person. So like I know there are 3 reports
that's
here in
true,
Disney
yeah.
Castle. I'm not going to go out of my way to find them because I already moved them on my tracker. Whereas if you were doing a normal ABN, you would have to find and pick those up.
Yeah, we get to make up our own rules. That's what all that speedrunning is about. So we're purposely pivoting, and yeah, that makes sense to me.
Let's go. This way.
All right. Well, I tried to push the mouse. I'm not that good at it.
Please.
Minnie is being stubborn.
Let's go.
Yeah, Mini is very annoying for when you're trying to do that
Let's go.
pushing strategy. All right, I could not, like, I didn't have enough final form to do the whole thing in final, and I don't have a cure or anything, so to get rid of MP was.
Hey Hobbs, what was that light and darkness? So I can go get that now.
Where was that light and darkness?
Let's go.
Did I get that?
This way.
Was it Twilight Town? No.
Let's go.
No, because I.
This way.
Beast Castle.
Was it Beast Castle? Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was on.
This way.
It was like on or near
Let's go.
Beast.
This way. Let's go.
Okay.
This way.
Having
Let's go.
the only finishing plus we have access to being on a
This way.
very not good Keyblade in terms of stats is really frustrating because finishing plus allows you to use 2 finishers in a combo, which is extremely useful for our purposes on a lot of fights. Oh, that was silly.
Also going to take off all those marks on my tracker now that those don't matter.
Oh, and I'm getting bad patterns from.
This fight seems really rough on crit. Because there's just so much that can hit you.
Yeah, there's a loop we try to do, but it does require some RNG from Luxord, and he's giving me bad
You
RNG.
can make the fight a little more consistent by swapping to 30 FPS because that changes how his cards
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, this fight kind of broke on 60 FPS. The cards don't reliably follow Luxord when he jumps, and it's actually more useful for us to know that they will always follow him. I'm just gonna have to do the minigame here. There we go. This is what I want. I just want him to spam this minigame,
Thankfully,
so that way I can reflect it.
thankfully, because this is crit, even though I'm level 30 and you're expected to be like level 5 in this world, it's still probably faster to just die in this fight than to try to fight it out.
Yeah, Comet might have been. Decent,
Those hits still count. No,
Oh, they
Depth Flow
don't?
doesn't
Oh, I
end those
put it in
fights, so I assume Comet wouldn't die them. Trinity does because
I thought
it's
that's
zero
what I put
limit,
it in there.
but yeah, I'm pretty
Gotcha.
sure partying on the limit still. Because I've used Duck Flow multiple times in the station fight, and it's never ended it for me.
I didn't know if it was just because it was killing him too quickly, but I guess you'd have the same problem.
We said no chest before Threshold mattered, yeah.
Wait, did you get the ones? Go in Bell's room if you didn't pick this up. There was one
Alright,
that was definitely.
I'll
good.
get those in Beast Castle too then. Oh, actually, no, when I have to go back there anyways in this visit.
Yeah, there was also stuff in that West Hall.
Okay.
It was definitely not nothing before Thresholder.
Just wasn't enough
I
to
don't
go out
remember
of my way
exactly
for.
which ones, but
I
yeah.
misjudged you. No exit.
I messed that up, but that's okay.
What's y'all's favorite and least favorite fights here in the world that never was? I'm curious if it's the same or different.
Foxus or Final Zemnis would be my favorite.
Yeah. Oh. I like Syx when I have all the tools
Sure.
to like Syx. Just don't.
Yeah,
have
it'd be
right
that
now.
way for Zigball. If I'm low on tools in a Vando, I hate that fight.
The heck? Yeah. Oh yeah, Zigbar is absolutely the most hated for me.
I think
Okay, makes
Syx,
sense.
if
Jeez, Sykes looks rough.
Syx, if you
with
don't
Lord
have a
Equipment,
guard
yeah.
or reflect, is very bad.
Nightmarish. Yeah. If you do have Peter Pan, he becomes very
Yeah.
easy.
Just like if you don't have a way to deflect his attacks, it can be difficult.
Yeah. So I started the opening of this wrong, which is what threw me off for the whole thing. Hopefully this time it should go better now.
It makes sense. Sometimes you just get off your groove, and it can be really hard to get back in the flow.
I misjudged you.
Alright, so I managed to one cycle Threshold by using Strike Raid on Limit Form. Because those last two hits,
Nice.
the first one doesn't do enough damage to push it into the second phase, and the last hit does too much damage and kills it, so it doesn't have a chance to transition.
Donald, give me strength.
Oh, I don't have fire. Oh, why did I do this? I went into final form because there's a stun lock strategy you can do with final fire, but I don't have fire. I forgot.
Back off.
I misjudged you. No exit.
Defense.
All right, there we go. Nice job. Nice job.
Through the ether just in case, but yeah.
I do
Losing
like
my drive is less than ideal. If you end the fight while in a drive form, then you will be reverted and automatically get your drive filled back to maximum.
that. Got it.
But shouldn't be too big a deal. And then we take off high jump for those last two fights, so put it back on now.
That's it.
And then I'm getting all four of these, right?
Yes.
Second chance once more means you can just tank a hit sometimes, which is really nice. Instead of having to waste time reflecting.
Yeah, second chance once more are just staples of the series that it's really hard to exist without for me.
Until you hit Kingdom Hearts 3 and it's not once more anymore.
What?
They
It's
changed
withstand
the name.
combo.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
That's so lame.
Yeah.
It's like, it describes it more accurately, but it's...
They didn't need to
yeah.
change it 13
Why change
games
it?
into the series.
13?
Did you end up getting,
I got membership cards, so I think Light and Darkness is in a Hollow Bastion.
Okay, that's probably what it was, yeah. Yeah, because I didn't have it when I was first going up to the computer room, but I had it like right after.
Yeah.
And then came
Final
back.
Form is just
So, yeah, that
one
makes
of the
sense.
nicest tours to have in this game, so I'm just going out of my way to get that now, and then I'm going to start clearing new content. I could have put off doing this until doing STT first, because I do want to do STT soon just to see what's there. And it could have Final Form.
This is not good. So I'm just gonna intentionally kind of tank out this whole combo because there's not much else I can do about it. And then if I get really greedy, I can leave myself at low HP. But unfortunately, I'm not gonna get to build up enough drive anyways. Now I'm gonna try to skip this building reaction command a second time by causing him to kind of move up by these stairs. No, that's...
Oh,
I pressed all the wrong
no!
buttons. It's okay, it's okay. We can get him.
I'm a believer. I'm a believer. Come on.
Yeah, unfortunately he's invulnerable right there, but if I do this, and then this, we should be good.
Nice.
Okay,
Nice. That was tense.
That ended up being definitely slower than if I just did the building reaction.
No,
command
but you had to
again,
follow through. You had to follow
Yeah.
through.
Alright, so do you remember what I'm getting in Hollow Bastion? Was there anything good in the Tifa chest? Because I'm...
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the Stitch chest might have been the Light and Darkness, if you haven't gotten it yet. Well, now that we have Limit Form, I'm gonna go do STT.
Alright, yeah, you can eat that bullet then.
Yeah.
Because we also got Magnera off finishing The World Never Was, so words like Land of Dragons are much
Disney
nicer.
Castle. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that was it. I don't remember. It might have been nothing in the Tifa chest, so apologies if I forgot.
It's fine.
If I forgot. Yeah, it was nothing. Okay. So here in Simulated Twilight Town, normally you can just like run around as Roxas and you don't have much available to you. But in the randomizer, it is now possible to effectively have Sora's animations for certain things while as Roxas, which allows us to glide and do all that kind of thing, like glide, quick run, aerial dodge, and weird quirk about this world: when you revert from a drive form, it doesn't use up your drive. So we can actually use limit form a lot here, since we don't need party members to go into limit form.
Oh, that's funny. And then
Yeah,
now Sora's here. Hello.
Yep. And it allows us to use Ragnarok to deal lots of hits to these enemies that are invulnerable, because that's how you end their fights quickly. And at the same time, we're also getting double effectiveness out of it because I'm leveling up limit form for more checks.
What a funny quirk. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Definitely makes Simulated Twilight Town a bit less of a slog in this too.
Yes, and it's why we hadn't gone here yet, because otherwise we would have had to be doing everything with fire, which is not the worst, but is not amazing.
Yeah. Might as well
It's
just
still
come
better
back
than
when we
nothing.
have faster strategies. We didn't need to rush it.
And now since we're doing ABN and I have a reason to come do Disney Castle, I can get that glide that Hobbs got 10 minutes into the scene.
Yeah.
Do you know which chest it was?
I think it was the one up top. Nope, it was that one.
Had to ask you right before getting
I knew
it
it was
just so
in-
you'd mess up.
Yeah. I knew it was in that room. Hey, I got report 4 here.
Gather. It's over.
Chicken Little on levels
Now what?
32
Oh,
for
nice.
me, or check to see what level that is.
Oh wait, I got that apparently.
Alright.
Yeah, I didn't notice. It must have been while I was doing the grind or going through the world that never was.
Well, Genie was us all levels. I don't remember when I got that, so I can't look that one up for you.
Okay.
I didn't bother checking earlier because I knew it wasn't important for us beating the game.
Yeah, and then now we're doing it
Yeah.
again. So,
So just, it's not on level 50. So you at least have that going for you.
yeah, that's good. Level 50 is the highest level our settings can have level checks on.
And we
you can set it all the way to 99, but we're not masochistic, so we didn't do that.
we found out when we did a practice seeds a couple days ago, when a proof is on level 30 for me, it's on level 50 for Hobbs.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, a fire here too.
Yeah, setting it to 99 just sounds like a lot of grinding. That's not that fun.
ABNs would do
I
it
just remembered.
sometimes when they set Sora's experience multiplier to like ×5, so you can get there without it taking as much time. Because in the randomizer, you
just
can.
remembered. All I was gonna say is I just remembered you got a fire in the first 3 chests of LOD forever
Yes.
ago, so I could have had that fire for final
Yep.
form. I'll see.
Yeah, in the randomizer, you can adjust Sora's experience scaling. So I believe we're doing. Is it 1.5 or 2 times?
2 times,
Okay.
I think.
And then, yeah, for level 99 ABNs, people generally do 5 times experience.
Yeah, so it's a massive difference.
Yeah, it's really fun doing that first fight in Pride Lands and ending at like level 9.
You mugs couldn't follow me if you
Blizzard
wanted to.
also, so if I can get a Thunder here, then this world single-handedly could get you into like Agrabah 2 with the item. So some of the animations in that last fight might have looked sped up. Don't worry about it. They were, but don't worry about it. It's just
I will
'cause it's
simply
all
not
inside.
worry. No problem.
Now I got to do struggle fights, and this is another reason limit form is really good, because the Ragnarok ability is going to pop every orb out of these enemies, and then I can just go collect them all and end the fight almost instantly. And now what you want to be hoping for, if you're a fan of fun boss fights, is you want Adam's, when Adam does this fight, you don't want to see a blue number on Disney Castle. Because 2 of the best boss fights in the game are in Disney Castle after Pete.
And we haven't found either negative combo yet, so there's a good chance that we have to fight them normally without
Yeah.
cheesing.
To note, a lot of the data fights and absent silhouettes have actually been moved in randomizer from where they are in the base game, just because they're lined up with their portals instead. So if we ever say that like Marluxia is in Disney Castle, he's actually not in the base game, but he is in Rando. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! I normally do this, but whatever. Air combo boost here.
Yep, gonna have to fight some optional bosses in Disney Castle.
Yes. / oh no.
Actually, no, I should go do this. Gonna come to Twilight Town so I can level up Final Form in the station fight, because there's a lot of nobodies here. Because I plan on using Final Form in a lot of fights, so I want to level it up to keep it from running out like it just did on Pete.
Yeah, and Adam's going to be able to get it to a higher level than I was when I was there earlier. Oops, this way. Because he has limit form and final form, whereas I only had final form at the time. Then pretty much the next big thing, like in terms of routing, now that we have to get everything, we want to try to get drive forms and, well, torn pages we don't need to worry about, but we want to get drive forms as quickly as possible, because the sooner we get them, the more we can use them while doing fights for other worlds, and level them along the way. Otherwise, if we get them all at the end, then we'll have to level them just like in a dedicated grinding session. So we're losing some efficiency there.
I'm learning all the good places to level up my forms when I play the
Yeah.
game again, so that's good.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is we are going to use a bunch of them in spots where you wouldn't have that form in the vanilla game.
What? Cheating
like
in
the
my
station
speed
fight.
run?
But
Fair
other
enough.
than that,
Do you
yeah.
remember if I'm getting any chests after the station fight?
I remember something outside the tower. I want to say it was 2 outside the
Okay.
tower. I don't remember anything inside mattering, but I would get the 2 at the bottom because I'm more certain that the top sucked than I am that the bottom
Okay.
did. Okay, might have been that. It was probably that item slot. Oh, I keep thinking there's gonna be a cutscene. We actually like don't have a lot of movement for how deep we're getting into the seed now at this point.
Yeah.
Quick run level 2 for me, which I must have gotten on levels or something, and glide level 2 for both of us is less than we would like. So hopefully we'll find some more movement.
And I
as
only
well.
just got that second glide.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Hobbs doing SCT now, ideally I put it off until I have more drives so that I can level limit to a much higher level when I do it eventually.
I messed that up, but that's fine.
He'll probably also be the one to push turn pages first since he has more than I do.
We don't have to. That's blue.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Yeah, it's blue at the second one, so. Also, don't worry about Roxas' shoe. It's fine. His foot's fine. It's not broken. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay. So the bulk of good checks, I've actually gotten a lot of things in STT for how early I was getting them. The bulk of good checks are usually back here in the mansion. And there's a finishing plus, so that's really handy. Finishing plus is especially useful when we have to start fighting some super bosses. So all you care about is the chest on the stairs
Okay.
in terms of chests so far.
There's so many. You don't ever think about how many items there are to pick up in this game as you're watching this. It's just like, wow, there's. Do you know the exact number of total checks there are in this entire rando, or an estimation?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Isn't it like 500 or something?
Something like that, because
isn't it-
remember the SCT or Twilight Town and Hollow Bastion are like 10% each, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And those have like 50 or
But that may have been
60, so-
before pause pop ups or like the HP and stuff counted as well.
Oh, yeah.
I messed this fight up. I didn't move back far enough at the start. So Final Form is really nice because you can defeat enemies by just gliding into them. You just, when you're in the air and you spam the square button, each time you hit square counts as glide going off and that damages an enemy.
Yeah. The keyblades that swing around you in Final Form do this thing called auto assault, and that's how it does damage. Let's see. Okay, Data Roxas is required this seed. I
All
really hope we
right.
find negative combos.
I hope we don't, because I like doing that fight
Oh,
naturally.
boy. I don't. I can't think about where to go, so I'm gonna go to Port Royal.
Okay.
I gotta catch up here. At some
Yeah,
point.
I'll probably be
Anyways.
doing LOD after this. Because neither of us have really touched that yet. Finding Master Form would be nice to be able to do skips in Land of Dragons and Hollow Bastion.
Oh, pff, dismissed. Chicken Little. Thought I was on the other side of the menu. It's fine. I made that slower than it should have been, but all good. More thunders would be good too. We still only have the one,
Yeah.
right? You went all the way through Barbosa,
Yes.
I imagine. Here, okay.
Uh,
Do you happen to remember what I care about?
the first chest in the town is the turn page. That's the only thing that stands out to me.
Yeah, so now that I have Finishing Plus, I can use Magnera to group a bunch of enemies up, and then press square to use Finishing Leap, which does damage in an area on the ground, and it'll hit all the enemies in the magnet. It's a really great way.
It's so
to
good.
end fights.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm also going.
I don't know if we
FPS
explained it
mode,
yet.
Chicken Little, just to level them
I
up.
don't know if we explained it yet, but you'll notice I just used a save rope to go from Beast Room downhill. Even though you can't select the save points in the randomizer, it does. When you enter a world, it puts you to the closest one to the next story beat. So you can still use it to save rope around if you know where it's going to put you. Which is helpful for a seed like
that's
this
handy
where we
in
don't
that.
have a lot of great movement.
Yeah, exactly. That's handy in a few different worlds, and Beast Castle's one where we use quite a few of them. I did one of those at like the very beginning of the game too.
Yeah, the fact that I'm still doing it an hour and a half in isn't great.
I'm gonna EXP boost here. So I got below half health, and this is a timed fight for a minute, so I'm just going to kill as many enemies as I can in order to get as much experience as possible, since I'm still pretty low on my levels, even though my stats are good.
Yeah, I always found
Well-
Pirates Land a great place to level up. Everything is worth so much. And there's
And-
so many of them.
They're so weak to magic too. So
They are! It's so amusing. I've always been more of a magic user in Kingdom Hearts, but like, especially Pirate Land, it's just like, alright, I'm just gonna Blizzard constantly.
Yeah,
DM.
he DM'd in the final form combo.
Oh yeah, I hate when that happens. This also gets me more money, which shouldn't really matter. Once you get one money pouch, you're pretty much set on money, but
Data is ordered?
still.
Maybe?
Oh no. Is there a pop-up? I don't remember.
We're gonna find out. Data's ordered.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to do LOD. Yeah, so I'm putting off some of the data fights for now just to hopefully find some things to make them nicer. A big one would just
Yeah.
be more forms so I can level up final form higher.
Yeah, plus just having naturally as we go through the worlds, we'll get a little bit stronger. We'll be a little bit higher level, which lets us have more stats.
Yeah.
And the way that stat scaling works in this game is if you're for every world or every like part, like every visit in a world, every fight, every enemy, pretty much. There's kind of a hidden number that is the minimum your strength or magic needs to be before it'll actually do more damage. So, for example, in the world that never was, if your strength stat is 1, you will do the same amount of damage to Roxas as if your strength stat is 30. It takes being above 30 to actually do more damage in that fight. The minimum stat barrier for data fights is 60. So we're not even close yet to dealing extra damage to them. We'll be doing effectively level 1 damage.
Oof.
If we were to fight them right now.
Oof.
Yeah. So that's another big reason to wait on them, because hopefully we can get another experience boost ability and we can level up a bit more. Alrighty. I don't think I need to be getting any of these chests, but it's been long enough. Yeah, I see, like that form boost is good.
Yeah.
So. Figured it's just been long enough that I'd go ahead and pick them up. I did skip most of the town ones, though. I just got the turn.
What's going to be really fun is seeing how well I remember Pride Lands when you go back there.
Yeah.
I think it was just... There was something in the canyon. And then Jungle and Oasis? Or I might be thinking of Yesterday's Seed, because Pride Lands kind of blends together like that.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
It'll be fine.
It's
Yeah. The main thing
ABN,
is the
so
auto
technically
wisdom.
you don't need anything that was there.
No. And now I guess I'll push.
Speaking of that,
I can push
yeah,
Agrabah.
speaking of that staff, I just got Duck Flow for Donald is another big thing we're still looking for. That helps a lot for mini data fights.
That's a good point. I don't know if I've been checking staffs, dude. Okay, we're good. We're safe. We're
I'd
fine.
be
I don't
very
have it.
upset if you haven't been looking.
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad. Yeah, I definitely had been forgetting to check staffs after a certain point. Let's see what this chest was, out of curiosity.
A map. Oh boy.
So good. So, Agrabah is one of the few worlds that not only has an item that locks its second visit, but also just has a natural kind of barrier to progression in the game, which is the section I'm coming up on now. There's going to be 3 locks that you have to use one of each type of elemental magic on, fire, blizzard, and thunder. And if you don't have a fire, a blizzard, and a thunder, you cannot progress past that point in Agrabah 2. I did see you got something on it.
It was, yeah, our first cure.
Yeah. Cure is the least useful spell in this game.
Except for Zigball,
by
when you want to Berserk Charge.
Yeah, it is. I did not say it is useless, but it is the least useful. Despite it being everyone's most useful skill or spell when they play the game casually. It just, the fact that it uses your entire MP bar is kind of too big of a problem for speedrunning and randomizer stuff.
And just to catch everyone up, for people who have been around and they're like, wait, they have the proofs. Wasn't that the thing? We have upgraded the category to all blue numbers because they are simply too fast and the seed was too good. And we want to make sure you all get to see, you know, the 3 hours of randomizer you were promised. So we have upgraded it a little bit into all blue numbers, so things are a little bit different. You all are totally correct in that they have the proofs and they could go win right now. But we're doing a little bit of a little category switch up. So if you have any questions on that, feel free to ask. There's plenty of knowledgeable people in the chat as well.
Yeah, we've already confirmed, what, 3 super bosses, I think, minimum?
I mean,
that we
it
have
could
to
just
fight.
be the AS in Disney Castle, because I didn't do that
I'm
yet.
still counting it. I just count the AS as a
Yeah,
super
it's
boss.
Data's Zordon and Data of Oxus. Should I have Fire? I could go fight AS while Lucia, just get that out of the way.
Hey, I got Battlefields of War, so I can do OC2. And the other EXP boosts, if you want to
Okay.
come here pretty soon.
I mean, I don't plan on
thankfully-
going out of my way to boost for a little bit, so that's not a big
Yeah,
priority.
fair. But I mean, just having it on is nice sometimes.
Yeah, I
Retaliating
don't want to continue going through the Land of Dragons until I can do a skip called Shan Yu skip, where we jump over the Shan Yu boss fight and go into the throne room. Because if anything's going to be in the Land of Dragons, it's very likely to be in the throne room.
Yeah, it's the most heavily weighted with our current settings. Well, not the most, but some of the most heavily weighted checks for Land of
Yeah,
Dragons.
and if you don't check it before doing the Shan Yu fight, you have to do all of the second visit, like up through the Riku fight, the fight after that. So it's just much faster if you can do that skip.
What are you doing?
I should have been doing air combos, I think. There we go.
Nice.
So if this world doesn't turn blue off of this pop-up, then that means that the absent silhouette for... Oh, hey, I got wisdom form here.
Nice.
The absent silhouette at minimum for Lexaeus is required, and that is what just happened. So, yay, another boss. We'll come back to him.
I'm probably going to follow through that because I want forms. Like, I think it's...
Yeah,
The biggest priority is for us to find the remaining forms so that we can start grinding them.
Master Form would just be so helpful
Yeah.
right now.
Actually,
I'll probably push
I'm-
through OC2 and hope that maybe
I'll finish
it's-
off Pidelands next, because I have Proud Fang as well, and forms don't matter for that
Oh
board.
yeah, okay.
Hobbs, you gotta get up on the Hydra's back, obviously.
Nope.
Oh,
refuse.
no! That's disappointing.
Hydra's back!
Yeah, he will yell at me about it, but
He
Turns out when you have enough
right now,
damage.
yelling.
also if I had Master Form here, I could show something fun. I'll just do it anyways. Hey, Meg's over here, and she gives you a bunch of
What?
Drive Orbs.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I did it.
I learned something
Nobody
new
ever
about this
knows.
game every time.
I did it in my fight Olio just for the MP orbs that she gives you.
That's fantastic.
There we go.
Nice.
Thunder's really good, and you don't normally have it.
Who
but
knew?
They give it to you from beating Hydra in the base game.
Yeah. They're like, man, you just had a lot of trouble hitting that enemy that was high up there, didn't you? Here's a tool to do that from the future. And now that we're in Olympus Coliseum 2, things are significantly harder, but should be fine with our stats. I'm going to use Wisdom Form to try to level Wisdom Form up because it levels from Heartless Killed.
And if you don't have a dodge
And there's a couple fights
from Wisdom 2 yet, you can get that now. Or Combo Boost, whichever one it was. Because Wisdom
I
and
believe it was Aerial Dodge.
Wisdom and Valor 2
Yeah,
each gave
so-
one of those.
Oh, or I could be silly and forget to go into Wisdom Form until it ended the fight, so I didn't get the experience for it. That's okay.
We have a question from chat. So far, what worlds do have their blue numbers? Meaning we won't see which bosses are we not gonna see. So
We
far,
won't
since the
see.
tracker's a little
We won't
small.
see any 100 Acre Wood mini games.
That's good.
Yeah.
We won't see Data Zemnis
that
because
saves
of
us a
what
bunch
Never
of time
Was is
also.
done.
Yeah, no Data Zemnis and no Larkscene or Data Larkscene. I think that's
Yep,
it.
that's all so far.
Yeah.
Sweet.
We also have, like, Adam has a blue number for levels that I don't have because I haven't gotten my last check on levels yet. But at maximum, that would have had to be level 50. So,
People in the chat are sad that we're not going to get to eat the bear. I'm just saying. That is the only disappointment.
yeah. Yeah, people love that. I am annoyed that just worked that way. Whatever. I accidentally got a double input, and so I went into Wisdom instead of Final Form here. And this is one of the few good spots to get some Final Form levels. Oh well. Not the end of the world.
Peter Pan from Scar, and that's it for Badlands. So no Data Sax.
Okay.
All right.
Peter
And-
Pan is helpful to cheese some enemies. There are
Yeah,
some bosses.
Terra specifically from the ones we still have.
Can't summon them.
Let's go.
Go grab this real quick.
Yeah, Terra, you can actually use them sort of on Lexaeus as well. Now I'm gonna go fight Hades. I don't have a super high level final form, so I probably won't be able to do this the whole time. But, oh, and I still don't have a cure, do I? No, I don't. That's unfortunate. Where is Berserk Charge? Oh, I've had it on this entire time. Good job, me.
Incredible.
Since Zigbar, I imagine.
Yeah. oh
That's
yeah,
impressive. That
definitely.
hasn't messed up a fight since then.
I know. So Berserk Charge makes it so that when you are in MP charge, when your MP is pink, that your combo will not end, basically. You never get to a finisher, which is normally really bad, but is very useful for stuff like this.
Yeah, Hobbs is showing why Final Form can be such a good form to find in this game.
Yeah.
And then I think after Hobbs finishes up this Hades fight here, we'll take our second break, and then we'll just kind of have the end game to fly through afterwards.
Do you know if I'm getting any chests for like phone room or treasure room and whatnot?
Oh, I'm dead. I don't remember anything great, but you might want to just grab the 2 there.
Okay.
It's a pain to go back. Yeah, I knew I was going to die there because I had to kind of commit to a horizontal slash. And the boss used an attack that there was no way for me to avoid at that point. That's the scary thing about being in Berserk Charge, about having to use Berserk Charge strats. You don't have MP, so you can't reflect things. Let me be smarter and use magnets here.
That's it. You won't stop a true hero. Feel the heat.
And I'm going to be abusing final form in this boss fight where I can essentially just use reflect throughout the entire fight. It's kind of a lazy strat.
Final's just too good. It's just too good.
It's real good.
Oh, I love it.
He's probably gonna DM now.
That's it.
It is really fun at this part of the Rando. It's kind of just like boss rushy on both sides. So getting to see a bunch of different fights all in a row
dead again.
is very fun. No!
I think I need
Hades,
to
why?
open. I gotta open with horizontal slashes instead. Normally you would have like level 5 final or something when you or higher when you come do this, and then I would just be able to finish him in that
Sure.
in that form.
That is why as soon as I got final form, I went and got levels on it so that it wouldn't run out as quickly in these fights while we're using it.
That's it.
I should have at least been able to get it to
Take that.
level 4 right before this fight, but unfortunately I had that misinput.
That's it. You won't stop a true hero.
All right, this is the one. He's gonna get
So
on.
now we're gonna try to do the same thing with horizontal slash, but I have a very short keyblade here, and because of that, he's gonna probably break out a lot. But I just need to get him low enough to where I can then go into final, which I can do now,
There we go.
and then finish him in final form.
I was just being a nice partner and catching up on deaths.
That's true cooperation. Yeah, the thing about final
using-
not leveled up, it just flies. But good job. Nice job there.
Did you also mention
Yeah,
about
I-
us removing
had
the
no sense.
whole mini game here?
I didn't. I was gonna, and I think we started talking about something else. Oh, Zexian's on the table.
Nice.
I'm gonna go get that fire and probably just go fight him.
Yeah, one of the other quality of life changes is that normally in Agrabah 2, there's a whole like minute auto scroller that you have to do leading up to Genie Jafar, and we just get rid of it.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So I'm entering Land of Dragons for the first time.
I'm also good to pause
Wow.
whenever.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say this seems like a good place to pause. So I'll just count down on the pause here. Let's stop in 3, 2, 1, and break. The great part about this is we can just pause whenever we want, really. And so everyone, don't go anywhere. We're gonna see the end of this awesome all blue numbers co-op run when we get back. More Kingdom Hearts, and I hope you all have been enjoying. Thanks for sticking around. So be sure to stretch your legs and then come back and see us soon. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Sunday on the GDQ Hotfix. We're watching It's Dangerous to Go Alone, hanging out, doing some comfy co-op speedruns. This show happens every other Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern, so if you've been having a good time, or if you want to submit to the show, you can do !dangerous, and it gives you all the information how you can submit your co-op run to the show. But we're finishing up on this awesome all blue numbers Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer with J Hobbs and Adam. Y'all ready to finish this off? You feeling confident about this end game?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got some stuff. The fact that we got second chance at once more early enough is very helpful. But I guess real quick, Adam, do you want to explain what we were talking about over the break?
Yeah, so essentially, since this is turned into an all-important check seed, we now care about finding the not important checks, since we don't know where those are at. Stuff like Flare Force for Donald, Explosion, Area Spiral, like abilities like that aren't on our tracker, which would be nice to find to help with some of these bosses we know we're going to have to fight.
Yeah, because the harder the bosses are, the more you care about like specific tools, about particular tools, and we can theoretically do them all without those tools if it came down to it, but it's significantly better for us if we can find them.
And of course, those bosses could have those tools. There might be a negative combo on Lingering Will.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know if he could have that.
He's had it
keyblade,
before. Yeah.
Okay.
I've definitely had that situation.
We're pretty much ready to pop back in. We're just gonna keep grinding through worlds until numbers are blue. So
Absolutely. Let's we can unpause in 3, 2, 1, go.
alrighty. Oops. Let me do a save menu.
You know what I didn't get before coming into Agua 2 was a blizzard.
Blizzard. Oh no.
Yeah, so the thing Hobbs mentioned about where you need a Fire Thunder and a Blizzard to do this minigame. Yeah.
Yep.
And that Blizzard was STT, right?
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
I don't remember exactly how far, but I want to say like probably struggles or something. Oh, the chests in Sunset Terrace might have mattered. I still don't think they did, but they might have. All right, I'm gonna try to fight Zexion. This is the absent silhouette version of it, which basically just means it doesn't have as much health as like a lot of the super bosses, but I'm still gonna be doing minimum stat damage to it because the minimum stat line for it is 50, and I'm only at 44 on my strength. But we have this cool little strategy using Final Form and Fires. Oh, I have no fire boosts either, so this is probably not going to go well. Yeah. Okay, well, now this is going to get real bad, real fast.
This is gonna be spicy, huh?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Oh, that's funny. I've never actually done this fight myself.
Yep, that'll always be 13 like movements for that light.
Kingdom Hearts reference?
Kingdom Hearts reference in my Kingdom Hearts game?
That's what I'm
Impossible.
saying.
No, oh, I have Berserk Charge still on.
No.
Do you have Hori Slash equipped at least?
I do, but...
Could have gone for the kill, and then it was...
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Yeah, I was trying... You have to use a finisher to finish off bosses in this game. And so I was trying to do that, but... I think I'm going to pop in a limit form here. Okay, maybe that was a bad idea. I'm dead. Yeah.
No.
Okay, that's fine. I can take off Berserk Charge, and this should be a bit better. And I think I can also do something with my party members that should help. I don't know if it works as well in the Absent Silhouette, but we'll see.
That is always my husband's biggest gripe with the Kingdom Hearts games is like, they're dead. They're dead. Just let them be dead. I can't do the stupid finisher.
Yeah, at least they stopped that after the second game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like...
I don't hate it.
I see what they were going for. I think it's kind of neat because it always means that you like...
You have a cool ending move.
Exactly, yeah. I remember as a kid always liking it, but it definitely can be annoying.
You like it until it matters.
Until it really hurts.
But I could have reacted to that better and probably finished him off. I just didn't notice quickly enough that I had Berserk Charge. So my party members hitting Zexion are kind of helping to stunlock him right now, which is why I switched them off of Sora attack, which is what they were on, and told them to instead like help me actually deal damage to things.
If he
There
ends
we
up
go.
having to do the data fight, that becomes a much more important aspect of that
Yeah,
fight.
it'll matter a lot more. But I'll wait before doing the data fight because I want fire boosts ideally, and we have to do the data fight. Okay. Great. So let me customize them back before I forget, because most of the time we don't want our party members to do anything. And where in the world?
Okay,
I guess I'll go to Hall of
So there's
Aspen.
no reason for me to push the OC until I plan on doing the data.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. I'll try to do core skip again. This time it should go better, I think, because I have a higher level aerial dodge.
Listening to Sweet Memories bonk
Right.
on Twilighthorn's head doing that reaction command is pretty good.
I'm so close to being able to just like glide over that. I just needed one more high jump, but it's fine. So we're going to do the thing I tried to do earlier, but now it's more important because we care about more than just the proofs. And it should be... I hate how finicky this wall
So
is.
instead of finishing STT for me, I'm going to dip out and go back to Agrabah, because right now Limit Form can't get to a higher level. So any finishers I use on Limit Form are wasted experience. I'd rather come to Agrabah and get this Wisdom Form so that I can then get to Limit up to level 5 in STT.
This seems so hard. Come on,
I'm just gonna do
Sora,
this
please.
From here. It should be fine from here.
Oh,
I was just,
there you
yeah,
go.
okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't have a high enough level aerial dodge. I might have been able to do it before, but it was, yeah.
Tricky.
Sometimes that's less finicky. Oftentimes, the way you want to do that is just using Master Form, which you have aerial dodge in, and you can use it, revert, and use another aerial dodge as regular Sora. So you effectively get a triple jump. That's how we generally want to
That makes sense. That's cool.
Yeah. And that is how we'll be doing the Shan Yu skip later, assuming we can find Master Form.
So there's a possibility that there's an important check at the very last chest of Cavern of Remembrance, and Hobbs can't get to that chest right now because of him doing this
Yeah,
skip.
basically, this room I'm standing in is supposed to have a fight in it. The reason we did that skip was to skip 2 fights. Also, all the enemies that normally spawn in here are not here now. And the vents over here that normally produce steam that bothers you is not here. I got a cure. The first one in the steam vents
Okay.
room. Nothing else has mattered so far. But I do get every check except for the last chest in core. And it's not impossible, but, you know, it is less likely that that's... it's unlikely that'll be a thing, necessarily. Though it is more highly weighted because of the settings we're using. So I'll just show up there. There is a chest, but there's an invisible wall I can't go through. So now I need to drop all the way back down. If I were to walk to the center of this room over there, I would initiate a fight. So even though that's the direction we want to go, we got to go through this doorway instead. And we go back out this way.
Yeah, so because of Hobbs doing cross skip, unless we determine the Hollow Bastion is blue or otherwise, I don't want to go through Cavern of Remembrance until I want to do the fights so I can check that last chest.
Yeah. And now I'm just trying to get a little bit of drive back, so that way I can use a drive form in the next fight in this world. And these orbs produce drive orbs. I used a cure before because you gain more drive back while you're in MP charge. I should
Struggle
take-
time. Yes. Yes.
You didn't fight Luxeus, did you?
Not yet, no.
Because I could do that after STT if you don't. Just see if we have to do the data or not.
Yeah. Yeah, I should be able to do that too. I was just kind of waiting to see if we get Duck Flare. So these are nobodies, which means we're going to use Final Form. Final Form Magnera is really good. These enemies unfortunately spread out a lot, but They love to do that. You'll also notice that Adam and I do our customizations of our spells a bit differently. He likes to customize an ether to throw them more easily, and I instead try to maximize my like coverage, kind of. So if I hold L1, you can see I have Blizzard, Magnera, Thunder, and Reflera. Hey, slide dash. Yeah, Blizzard, Magnera, Thunder, and Reflera on my customize, and that is pretty much how I always like to have it. And then because Fire is the first, it's like the top option in the Magic menu, I don't find it too inconvenient to just menu down to Magic every time I want to use a Fire. But that can sometimes cause menuing problems and stuff, so sometimes you end up wanting to like shortcut it. It's just neat little like personal differences.
That makes sense. I've always found navigating the Magic shortcuts to be kind of frustrating to where it's like, oh, I'm only going to ever use what I have on my shortcut, but that makes a lot of sense.
And then like I have to menu down to my ethers as well, for example.
Yeah. Y'all are really fast at menuing though, so.
Yeah, there's a couple of fights, like if we have to do data demics, because Blizzard is used so much in that, I don't normally have it customized, but I will customize it for that fight.
All right, so final form Fire. Good damage. Oh, it did mess up a little bit there though.
There was a quick run out in Sunset Terrace.
Okay, that's where it was. I was gonna say I think Sunset Terrace might have. So yeah, Demix is down. Now normally we would get thrown immediately into the Final Fantasy fights. However, Randomizer adds a little like effectively checkpoint here because it was abysmal to die to Final Fantasy fights and have to like go back and fight Demix again. I'm going to come back here first because a side effect of adding that checkpoint is that you have Donald with you still before going into the Final Fantasy fights, so I can actually go into Wisdom form. And even though you don't have Donald with you in these fights, because I entered in Wisdom form, I'm still in Wisdom form. And this is a great place to level Wisdom form.
Wisdom is actually by far my favorite drive form. I know Final's so good, but I love gliding around and shooting magic.
Yeah, Wisdom's animations are really cool. Like the fact it's a quite unique form is super neat.
I really like it.
Yeah, Hobbs will enter FF fights with Wisdom 1 and probably come out at like Wisdom 5.
Yeah, I'm already at Wisdom 5.
What the heck? Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, we do have like the leveling curves for drive forms slightly higher than they normally would be, but even then,
still
it's
impressive.
Like, there's a big reason you do it this way. So now I'm intentionally using up all my MP so that hopefully I can build up enough drive to get to 4 gauges so I could use limit form. I don't think I'm going to though, but that's fine because I can fix that if I need to.
There also hasn't been anything on limit up to 5, so not missing anything.
But yeah, even when we like know that a drive form has not really like had many things, it's still usually beneficial for us to level them anyways, because if like we find out later that limit form 7 has a reward that we need on it, then it would suck if you had to start all the way from level 1.
And it's just useful for some bosses, like knowing that we might have to fight data boxes casually. Having a high level limit is very nice for that fight.
Not auto limit. Okay.
I don't know if you mentioned it. Something really fun about the Saxo fight is that you can unintentionally learn what abilities are on the Oathkeeper and Oblivion Keyblades in this fight.
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't have them, it is an extremely convenient way to learn if they have some specific abilities, like negative combo.
Yeah.
Neither of those do.
Yeah, a negative combo or a combo plus
plus
is very obvious in this fight when the Keyblade has one.
All right, I'm going to now do 1,000 Heartless. I'm going to do this a little bit differently from how most people probably did it. Most people probably, you know, just started wailing on things and maybe using one of these. I'm going to go stand over in this corner, magnet, and look at the ground. And I don't have enough magic. I did not pay enough attention.
Yeah, you need 42 magic.
Yeah, 43. I could still kind of make this work.
Yeah, you have limit form,
What?
so you can refill magic that way.
Yeah, that's true. I do have limit. Oh, magic increase. I need one more of those.
What is happening?
Yeah, so something about the way the enemies spawn in this fight. The magnets are pulling them together. I'm using 2 of them in order to have the second one that pulls them kill them. Oh, if that had been a magic increase, that would have been great. And then while they're dying, like looking at the ground in first person causes more of them to load in like more quickly.
Oh, that was funny.
So if I did it like if I had enough magic stat, a high enough magic stat, they would have been getting one shot, and I would have like destroyed the fight super quickly. Instead, I can use MP Rage. I can get hit intentionally and use MP Rage in order to repeatedly use limit form levels or limit form limits in order to level it.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna go do the Marluxia AS just to see if he gives us the reward heal.
Yeah, unfortunately, I also don't have Magnega, and Magnega is better at this than Magnera is. But what can you do?
I think I forgot to equip the finishing plus. Yeah,
Ooh, that's not great. Oh, of course, I hit 43. Hey, there's another finishing plus.
must be nice.
Yep. So Hall Bastion's still not done. That doesn't necessarily mean we have to do a super boss here yet, though. I'm gonna go pop back in and check the few checks that I can. So I'll be checking this chest here, which normally has the Gullwing Keyblade in it. That did not have it. And then because we have the Proof of Peace, we can go check 2 more things. And if it's not in one, if the world doesn't turn blue after one of these 2 things, then it's either in the last chest in core, on Sephiroth, or on Datademics. And Adam's doing a very cool fight. Like,
Yeah, this fight's really sick.
yeah, most cage speedrunners like find this to be the most fun data fight.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
And this is the absent silhouette version, but he has so much health.
shame I don't have that finishing plus. Would definitely help with this middle phase.
Yeah. Adam's actually, every time he uses fire in the middle there, he's skipping a big attack from the boss that would like spawn these pools that deal damage to you. Deal like a lot of damage. All right, we got more bosses on the table, unless Adam finds it in the last core chest.
I love Marluxia. I think Marluxia's so fun to fight against in Chain of Memories, and this fight looks really fun too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this one's super sick.
Chat, who's everyone's favorite Organization 13 member? And you're not allowed to say Roxas, that's cheating. I'm curious. I will save my answer till the end.
Oh, right. I'm strong. I can just thunder these things.
Nice job.
Hey, Adam, it's about time to remember where all the Pride Lands things are. I'm kidding. Let me
just pick up some chests.
Yeah.
Just get them. Just pick them up. Dang it, everyone's saying Shion. I should have said Shion doesn't count either. Come on.
Sorry, who?
How old is that
Am I
joke?
saying it wrong?
I know, but come on, you had to have also seen that
She
coming.
came back in Cage 3. The joke doesn't work
you're
anymore.
Right.
It's true.
No, you're allowed to say Axel. That's fair. You don't get to play as Axel, so. We actually have a good amount of variance here.
This is where you got all these HP increases.
Make it a poll? I can't make a poll with 13 options. That's not gonna work.
Hey, nice.
Bone Fist, and it's
Bone
not
Fist?
done, but there is a pop-up on this fight.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm a big Marluxia fan. I also really like Larxene.
Turn page, and it's not done. So this is a 50-50. Well, either Terra or
Oh
Data
my
Marluxia
goodness.
has something.
Yeah, which probably means we're gonna end up doing both.
It makes more sense to do Terra first because he gives 2 things and Data Marluxia only gives
Yeah.
1.
But you know what we should do?
1 each.
Is if it comes close enough, we do one
Yeah.
each. Yeah. At the same time at the end, and then see who gets to save their time. They also both could have something.
Yeah.
So
That would be a reason not to put it off to the very end because it could spoil it if there's only one thing left.
true. Oh, you've had flash step all game?
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's why I thought it was funny
dash
when you called
until
out
then I
sliding
didn't have
dash a
gap.
bit ago. It's like, oh, yeah, I've had
Yeah.
flash step.
Yeah, gap closing abilities are very helpful. Flash step, slide dash, and aerial spiral are all really
And
good.
aerial dive. That can be a nice backup
Oh, yeah.
ability for Zigball for looping him. But yeah, I mentioned at the beginning, Dance Call, still a really good move. We'll be using it throughout this world visit.
I should have this drive converter on at this point. Switch you to you. Oh wait, we have Cosmic Arts, Moon Amulet, and Star Charm, which are the 3 best like accessories in the game.
It's the 3 best
Pretty much.
balanced ones. They're better ones
Yeah.
if you want to
They
go
give
pure
you-
strength or magic.
Yeah, and by in the game I mean in the randomizer specifically. They give you 4 stat points each. They give you 2 in strength and 2 in magic, and then some AP we don't care about. And if you want more than 2 in an individual one, you can get 3 out of a Shadow Archive for magic, but you'll get 0 for strength. So you get more overall stats by doing it this way.
Gonna remember to put on that finishing plus, finally.
And then this strat, Adam already did earlier, but is pretty cool. You basically just use Magnet to collect the enemies, let them run away, and then just reflect, and they will do that over and over and over again. And you can just, even if you don't 2-shot them like I just did, you can just do it like 6 times, and they'll eventually die.
I also wouldn't mind finding the second money pouch, knowing that this is an ABN now.
Yeah.
A money pouch is good enough to get through a 3-proof seed, but for an ABN where you want to be liberal with ethers and doing a lot of content, the second money pouch is nice.
Yeah, that makes sense. You want to get a little bit more stocked up for all the things we're gonna have to fight.
And Peter Pan is nice for stun locking this boss.
Yeah, wow. I love how Peter Pan is just OP throughout the different games for different reasons.
Yep.
Peter Pan is my Birth by Sleep bestie.
And casually, everyone knows Tinkerbell from KH1.
Yep. Yep.
Hey, actually got DM skip, even though it was really scuffed.
Hi, AS Vexen has something, so I'm going to do that.
Nice. Yeah, Master Form would be one of the biggest things we could find right now. Where was the Bone Fist?
Marluxia.
Oh, right. Okay, I might have to go. You know what? I'm going to start catching up on Disney Castle, I think. We don't have Picture or Ice Cream, which are the 2 locks for Twilight Town. And those are pretty important too.
Ice cream is the most important,
Yeah,
so
of course.
we need that.
We also don't have skill and crossbones for PR2 yet.
No.
Gather. It's over.
Alright, Data Vexen has something. Of the Datas, Vexen is one I don't want to try to fight early, though others that I could think about.
Yeah.
I would consider Zaldin before Vexen right now. I think
I'd say you could catch up on... oh, wait. Yeah, you did catch up on
I'm just
CP,
going
although you
to
could
give
go
up
for-
Shan Yu skip so we can know if you should do it or not.
Gather.
Okay.
Because I'm fine with one of the 2 of us giving up a skip, if it means the other can
Yeah,
take
Master
advantage.
Form's probably just sitting in throne room anyways, taunting us, so...
That would be very amusing.
I would consider Voxus right now if I had Trinity Limit.
Yeah.
Did you end up doing Lexaeus or no?
No, I can do that after this.
Or I can, whichever one finishes the ward visit first.
Yeah.
It's going to be really funny when he has Master Form.
Yeah. You immediately started
Yeah,
setting
I
up
wanted
for it.
to, but I guess with final into Auto Valor, maybe I could have done it.
Maybe. Do you have the combo master
Yes,
though?
I got it somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there are a
you
lot
just
of ways to do
fly
shit.
through the health though. Wow.
Hopefully we find Master Form not where Adam is right now, so that way I'm able to at least show that skip to anybody who hasn't seen it before.
Really
'Cause it
confused
is
how
really
that
cool,
reflect
but-
didn't work, but okay.
Yeah. Blame Final Form.
You mugs couldn't follow me if you wanted to. Later, loser.
How much damage does this do? Okay, well, it needs to hit me first. Okay, I'm gonna do this.
Are you auto leveling
So-
Valor?
Yeah, I have Auto Valor on, which means when I get into critical health, I can go into Valor Form, even though I don't have Valor Form. And Valor Form levels up from dealing hits, which we're about to do to this thing, to this boat. And so I can get levels on Valor here by using Auto Valor.
I love that. What a good exploit.
Yeah, Valor doesn't care if the thing you're hitting is taking damage or anything like that. Another good example is that minute fight in Port Royal where you're fighting the pirates. If you attack the pirates while they're invulnerable, it still counts for Valor. So you can level up Valor in that fight pretty easily.
So I got that combo boost that I should have probably gotten forever ago, because combo boost is really good.
I definitely didn't call that out.
No, you did.
Did I?
I knew combo
Okay,
boost
you
was
probably
the whole
paid
time.
attention
I didn't
to it.
forget
I
about it.
doubt I called it out.
Yeah, because you got the aerial dodge and the combo boost like back to
Okay.
back.
What's that for?
So you called it. So I kind of want to do the same thing in this fight if I can, although these things are not hitting me. But I'm going to try to progress the fight a little bit as well.
Yeah, these fights I'm doing right now, the Riku fight, this one, the next one with the snipers, if the important checks are only in Throne Room, then Hobbs can theoretically skip doing all of these, as well as the Shanyu fight at the end of the first visit. We just have to find Master Form so that he can do it.
Yeah.
Still hiding from us.
Or even Valor Form, like, would potentially be doable.
Not
A vicinity break on Valor.
not
too.
unlikely that's on one of these bosses, though.
Yeah.
Nice aerial dodge. And Grand Ribbon.
Hey,
that's
Auto
good on
Master.
there. Uh-oh. Auto Master.
Reflect. Not done.
Okay,
Because
reflect.
you could do these skips with Auto Master, so it being in Throne Room is pretty rude. Ice
Yeah.
Cream.
Ice cream.
Ice
drive
cream.
Picture too. No, okay.
It is not done yet, so you do have to do the second visit.
Okay. So now that makes Shin you skip
Meaningless.
lower value anyways.
Yeah, like theoretically, if you find Master and you want to just come here for the Reflect or the Ice Cream, you can, but we know we're going to have to
Yeah.
do this whole visit anyways.
Yeah.
Yep.
So again, why it was good for one of us to just go ahead and do it now so that we know.
Yeah, it's just important to get all the information we can as other people are doing things that we need. And so that's all we can do really in this end game is just, all right, we need to get all the information and then we can make a game plan from there.
So I normally would fight this boss by kind of cheesing it. I think I'm still going to kind of do that, but I'm just starting it a little later. I don't have a very high level final form right now, so yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do the whole fight like this. If I had Duck Flare, I could stun lock the boss and prevent him from doing what he just did, but unfortunately I don't.
Data Zigbar is on the menu.
That's scary.
At this point, I'm just gonna have to start doing data fights.
Thunder. Okay, it's just AS.
Okay, I'm just gonna grab that real quick, just because I might as well.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Thunder's
at this
nice.
point, it's data fights or Hollow Bastion.
You should do core when you can. As
Yeah.
well. Because that last chest in core is still a question mark. Yeah, where do I need to go next? I guess I was gonna do Marluxia, right?
Yeah, we got a lot of fights to go through at this point.
Yep. Let's put on you. Let's take off Auto Valor. I want dodge roll, but I don't have AP. Yeah, so we use all that AP, you know, even though we
I
get so
know,
much of
it's impressive. There's just so many abilities. They're all
yeah,
really
there's some
good.
stuff I could take off. Like, do I have a? No, I don't have the Lucky Luckies on. There's a little bit I could take off. I'll leave it on for now. But and before I go into the fight, just in case I die, I'm going to switch rooms and then come back. We call that a room save. It just means that if I die, I won't have to do the menu I just did again. Nice. Yours went a lot
Yeah,
better
nice
than mine.
job. Very clean.
Yeah, so I will go fight through Coral, and then yeah, we just have to start doing some sketchy data fights. Dibs on Zordon.
Sure. You're further in that world right now anyways, so. So we didn't explain the gimmick for the Marluxia fight either, which is the number above your head is equal to your level, and rather than dealing damage to your health bar, he actually deals damage to that number with every hit of his scythe.
Specifically, the scythe, non-scythe attacks would do damage to you.
Yes. So if you come and do this on a level 1 file, you can't get hit.
Do you remember what chests I'm getting in Chrome?
I don't remember anything big really mattering
It was like one thing, right?
until the
Yeah, it was just a bunch of synthesis materials mostly for a while.
Okay, there we go.
Using that auto master I just got on Land of Dragons to level it up here. Master form levels up when you pick up these drive orbs. And dying respawns the orbs, or at least makes them like usable again. So I'm just gonna take a death.
Oh, someone in chat is saying there's a cure in the vent room.
Yeah, that was it.
That's
yeah,
useful,
that was
but
the
yeah.
one that mattered before or after the skip. I don't remember anything before the skip.
Yeah, it seemed like there was a bunch of like not super critical stuff and then the skip.
And then you got slide dash from dancer chests afterwards.
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah, high drive recovery on master. That's funny.
So I would have liked to use final form here, but Donald was dead, so I couldn't.
It is really fun seeing the alternate strategies, having seen the fight, you know, on Adam's side, now seeing it on your side, of just a little bit of how it's different.
Yeah,
pretty
him
cool.
having the finishing plus equip makes a big difference in that fight, just for dealing with the DM,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you can reflect through it.
Uh-oh. Okay, that's fine.
Good reflect.
For this fight, I'm probably going to be using final. Trinity limit on 36 for me, which is 48 for you.
48?
Yes.
Is that what you said?
48.
Jeez.
But hey, that means Genie also wasn't on 48, so... Because Hobbs still needs Genie on
Yeah.
levels, and we're not sure which level that was, because I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, but it's not 48 or 50, so that's good. I have double EXP boost now too, so at some point I can go do that.
Nice.
Okay.
The idea was that Genie is like an okay summon. He has his niche uses, but isn't something to go out of your way for. So I didn't care about what level I got it on.
Yeah, Genie's like, especially when you have low tools, he's good, but if you already have some tools, he's not a big deal. So now I'm going to places that have nobodies in them so I can level final form because that's been a hindrance for a bit now. And this is a fight that has a bunch of nobodies in it. We immediately got it to level 4. I don't think I have a ton of other nobody fights. I guess I could start going through LOD.
Yeah, LOD has a few, because you can get the optional ones before Riku and then the snipers.
Yeah, the fact that we don't have the picture... Wait, optional ones before Riku? I don't think I knew about this.
In the room before the Riku fight, dusks spawn in that room.
Yeah, okay. Also grabbed a bulky vendor there, which is just an enemy with some good experience. And I'm going to do a little bit of a weird thing here where I room transition a bunch of times because it should manipulate them to show up again in 2 other worlds for me. I don't know if it works if you actually use the bulky vendor, though. Like I did.
Okay, what was the cure again?
Vent room.
Okay.
First, it was like the first chest in the Steam vents room. So I was doing a bit of a save warp there. Yeah, you can see the fights Adam's having to do now. Like, thankfully we are pretty strong. But those were the fights I was skipping by doing the skip earlier. Oops. Hey, accidental EXP boosting. Let's do it. I probably should be doing that more. we really need that picture.
Yeah.
It's kind of a big deal.
Take a guess which data it's on.
Yeah.
Where's the fun in this?
Okay. Yeah, I think I probably am going to do LOD next. So I don't really know how to do Zaldin very well without having Master Form. So I'm just going to kind of improv some stuff.
Just go.
Well,
just don't get
seems to
DM'd
be
at 1
working so
health.
far.
Don't get
What'd you say?
DM'd at 1 health.
Hey, I didn't.
That was fast.
And because Zaldin is a nobody, he actually gives you experience on
That's
Final Form.
hilarious.
Yeah, so he gave me the 1 experience to level me up to 5.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. I'm trying to think because I actually, now that I have that all the way to 5, I don't think it does make sense for me to catch up on LOD right now.
Alright, last
what?
chest is a tent.
I'm just going here. I'll try Terra.
Good luck.
Wait, did I get Peter Pan? I did get Peter Pan. Okay. This is gonna be bad. Just throw that out there. I will die.
Yeah, Terra without
For
air
sure.
spiral takes a while.
Auto limit. I need. So I'm gonna use auto limit from Donald so that I can immediately use a limit at the start of the fight. Since otherwise, Terra can just instantly kill me. Oh, and it's Pike phase. Lovely.
That sounds like a final form start then. Just to get him through that phase.
Yeah, good call. But he's gonna move again. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay, and okay, now things are bad. I'm probably dead. Yeah.
Jeez.
Bike phase, no bueno. There's 3 phases to the fight in terms of like HP barriers, and there's 2 styles of attacks that he can do that we refer to as like bike phase or rising sun phase for the most part.
So I'm going to do a fun thing on Demix. We'll use Trinity Limit when he has roughly 25 clones left, and it does 2 bars of damage to him.
Oh, I don't have enough for that. Uh-oh.
So yeah, Trinity builds up a bunch of hits by defeating all those water clones, and it does this.
Trinity's so good. Wow, nice block. Bill, Peter Pan.
Okay. So now I'm trying to do the thing that we were talking about.
Nice.
But he can kind of just break out whenever he wants. If I'm unlucky, so.
Terra, play nice.
Yeah, so I think my plan at this point, I'm going to finish out Hollow Bastion. Since we know it's not on the core chest now, I want to check like Proof of Peace.
I did. I checked. It's if it's not the core chest, it's Sephiroth.
Then yeah, I'm going to go fight Sephiroth. Because Sephiroth's stat floor is lower than the Data's. It's the same as Absent Silhouette Marluxia, which is 50 instead of 60. Although mine's still below that, so it's not a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope everyone's hyped to see Sephiroth. I always love seeing that fight. Terra's playing a little nice right now. Holy cow.
Yeah, so
The summon lasts forever.
Oh, well, so we're building up. If you look at the summon gauge
I
in the
know.
top, in the bottom right. Yeah, because we're dealing hits.
It's
we're actually
amazing.
building the gauge.
Jeez.
a combination boost is also on levels to go with Trinity Limit.
I have that.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that one.
This is amazing. That's what I love about like really high level Kingdom Hearts plays. That like the way you all figure out the strategies is just
Yep, I
amazing.
messed up.
It's fine. You're in final phase though, so comment through the DMs and then
Yeah.
Lumber. Oh, you don't have a drive. You can at least comment through the DMs.
I don't know what to do here. Yeah.
Oh, that was so close though. That was really good.
Yeah. I needed to comment sooner. I was hoping I could glide away from it, but glide level 2 is not enough. I wish I had one more drive gauge. Where'd you get your other one?
Land of Dragonstone Room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it is nicer to do this with Magnega instead of Magnera. It goes like much faster.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see that.
Okay, well, that killed Peter Pan immediately. Don't whip, don't whip. Okay. So now I have to do this for much longer
Yeah.
because I didn't get to final form at the start.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Sephiroth into Data Voxes since I got Trinity Limit, so I feel comfortable with fighting him.
Okay, you're not doing Zaldin.
I'll do Zaldin after Voxes.
All right. Well, I lost Peter Pan, so that's not great. Where are you going, sir?
Tara, get
The heck was
get
that?
back here. Yeah, this fight's just gnarly.
Yeah, if we had found the 2 negative combos, that lets us do a much more consistent cheese strat on this boss and
Yeah.
many other bosses.
Oh, he's doing bike phase. So I'm probably not gonna have a good time here. Yeah.
Jeez, that attack is rough.
Yeah, the problem with bike phase is that he can do that where he spawns lasers while doing other attacks. And that is just, it's near impossible to avoid getting hit from. I'm gonna bounce off that for a little bit and go to Marluxia, because this should be more doable. I still have auto limit on, which is bad, but that's fine.
We've been talking a little bit about like the negative combo thing. How does that how would that theoretically work if y'all had that up, up your sleeve?
Basically, there's some bosses that just the way they stagger from a regular finisher, a regular aerial finisher, allows you to just jump and use another one.
Oh, and you just like do that over and over again?
You just constantly like, you basically jump in the air, use a finisher as your only attack, and then they just take, they don't retaliate.
Makes sense. That's cool.
Why is that not doing that? Please, aerial dodge. Why did you not happen? That's fine. I pressed circle too quickly, probably. I'm just trying to stall him until the pools are gone. Yeah, so in the data version, he attacks much more quickly. And has even more health.
Yeah.
And his revenge value changes, which is something we haven't really talked much about. Adam can maybe... No, he's... Okay. Neither of us can talk about it. We'll talk about it in a second.
Yeah,
I'm messing up this fight a lot.
You're good. You're good. Y'all can focus. It's a good time for any questions in chat as we're, just seeing all these fights happen. If you're curious about getting into, these kinds of things. Like we said, all the numbers definitely upgraded the difficulty because we have all of these fights. If it was just the proof stuff, it definitely would not have been as intense towards the end here. But there's plenty of strats and ways that you can learn how to do these fights. They're just, not at the fullest of equipment right now, which is what's making it so challenging, but still really impressive to watch. And Sephiroth seems to be going.
It's
That's
going.
what I wanted.
It seems like you're both going. It's very fun to watch you both be kind of in the middle of very hard boss, but they're two different completely bosses at the same time. It's cool. So yeah, for people who are coming in, this is co-op because they are running the exact same seat. So all of the items are in the same place for both of them. And so they're splitting it up and using that to their advantage to be like, oh, I cleared Marluxia and got this item that you need. So you need to go and fight Marluxia eventually. And you just basically it's a divide and conquer and share information with each other. And that's what the trackers are also doing, is just keeping track of like, oh, I found this here. So then you tell that to your co-op partner if there's items they need.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, if that hit out of
that
the
was
Trinity
close.
limit had connected, I would have gotten enough drive to get into limit form and lived. But it whiffed.
Dang.
Short keyblades.
Sephiroth's just a fight like that. It's just, does not let up. This is specifically a speedrun of a randomizer where it takes all of the items and shuffles them all up. And that's what, a lot of speedrun randomizers, or people who speedrun randomizers are just trying to, complete a set of goals as efficiently as possible. So yeah, in a way it is a challenge mode. It's a lot different than a standard speedrun. And it allows us to have cool co-op things. Like next time on this show, we're going to have Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise, which is completely built around being a randomizer. And again, they're just sharing information to try and complete goals as fast as possible, which is another really cool form of co-op. And good job on Marluxia there.
Yeah, Data Marluxia took a long time because it's just very understated and stuff, but that was rough. And he had nothing, so we have to do Terra anyways.
Oh my god.
So that was just a waste of time.
Dang,
all
that
right.
sucks.
But it was
I'm not
cool.
gonna do Terra yet. I can probably do Data Zexion. I don't think I have any fire boosts, unfortunately. I don't, but maybe I can do him.
Maybe.
That or I could just join you in Sephiroth.
Up to you.
Well, actually, I don't have Trinity Limit, and Trinity Limit's very.
You kind of
helpful
need
for that fight.
Trinity.
It's a good panic button because you're invulnerable when you use limits, and so it can just completely save you from a. Okay, well, this is going to be a very bad attempt now. It could just save you when you're from situations where you're about to die. if you can menu over to it quickly enough.
That is why I'm on the limit side of the menu by default in this fight.
Take this. That's enough. No, it's over. Yeah, it's over. Yeah. Take this. Into the dark.
So unfortunately, Goofy was just kind of like blocking me here, so I couldn't do the strategy I was trying to do. Yeah, also 8 drive gauges means Adam can use the limit form twice for a heal.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Heartless angel.
That's unfortunate.
Ugh, this is rough.
Two really tough fights right here.
Yeah, me not having any fire boosts and being at minimum stats for this fight means I can't break the
books
the
quickly.
books very quickly, yeah. And one of the parts of the strat, or part of the strat, ideally is you catch him with a fire while you're breaking a book with a fire.
That's enough.
That makes sense. Jeez. And
Yeah,
you just
that
die real
attack-
quick.
If I get grabbed by that attack, it's just GG. There's not really anything I can do because it does too much damage
Yep.
for me to be able to do anything about it. I'll try this again, and then maybe I'll move on to something else.
Adam's making really good progress and stuff over there.
Almost back up to 8 drive gauges, so I should have 2 limit forms if I need it.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Yeah, see, he can just hit me with books while I'm
Yeah, jeez.
grabbed. I don't know why. Do you have like?
He has
There
explosion.
it is. Nice job.
He has explosion.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay,
So
that
there's a
always
pop-up
potentially
now,
helps me too.
and either he'll give me it or Data Demix has the check.
Give me strength.
Didn't want that, but okay. Has it, Sundom.
Sorry,
Okay.
Yeah.
Sephiroth has it.
So you just have to come fight Sephi and get explosion.
Sephi.
Yep. I don't want to revolt because I don't remember how many drive gauges I have.
It's not gonna work. I definitely need to free Goofy. I was like, maybe I don't free Goofy, but yeah. I think I need to be able to take out these books in 2 fires, or I'm not gonna be able to do this.
Yeah, this seems really tough. Like this right now, just in terms of magic.
And now with explosion, I'm much happier with fighting Data Voxes.
Oh, okay. I might be able to do this here.
This is looking good. The fire with final form is just unreal. Wow.
Okay, so I have Donald and Goofy on relentless attacks, so that way they keep attacking him because the hidden mechanic that forces bosses to retaliate if you just constantly wail on them has some weird quirks to it where if they're attacking as well, it can basically not add to that number. So what I'm doing is really just trying to build my drive gauge back up to 5 so I can use final form again.
Yep. It's funny, casually
Oh, I'm out of
sometimes
ethers.
Donald and Goofy.
Okay.
Oh,
It's over.
no.
Yeah.
Dang. That was looking really good.
Oh, okay. Oh man, I did not get to count at the start, so I'm just gonna pause buffer until I see it.
Yeah, wow, nice job.
It's still not over, unfortunately. Because now my party members are dead, so
Yeah, I understand. Jeez. Donald, Goofy, wake up. Please.
Yeah, so he eventually will retaliate from this. And I'm out of MP anyways, so.
Yeah, it was valiant effort though.
Yeah, I think I need another fire or something for that.
Yeah, because
something I could do.
It was working. It's just like fire just needed to do a little bit more damage than we were looking for.
Yeah, fire boosts would have been good or stats. So what I can do is something that maybe one of us should have done before, which is I can just boost my
Boxes
stats.
down.
Nice.
Nice.
I love that
so
fight
good.
when you can do the whole like limit from strat in it. It's so
Yeah,
fun.
I'm just too bad at it.
It has Valor. And isn't done.
What?
Did you miss a chest?
How would I have missed the chest?
Alright, let's see what chest Hobbs missed.
Do you have all the things that I have
Yes.
from there? Okay. What the heck? Well, at least he was required anyways.
That was going to be very unfortunate if I just did that for fun.
How did I miss the chest?
We really did swap roles for more practice.
Yeah. There's my lamp charm.
Alright, how well do I remember chests in Twilight Town backwards?
Someone in the chat is saying you're missing a torn page from submitted
Oh,
text.
yeah,
Oh.
that's what it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't have the torn page. Okay.
I looked at one soft for, and yeah.
Shout out to the chat. Thank you all.
Alright, still means Hobbs lied about skipping chests, though.
I still, yeah, it still means I forgot to say which one that was or something. That might have been in the...
In the station.
No, I was going to say in the mansion.
No, I picked up all the mansion ones leaving, so it has to be in the station.
Oh, you did? Okay. Then yeah. I did say grab the station ones just in
You
case.
said
to
Sunset
be fair.
Terrace once, just in case.
Oh, okay, then that's on me.
Hey, there it is.
Torn page.
Alright.
All right.
Oh, okay. Whoops.
It do be like
That's
that. We were able to grab it real quick.
Not a big deal.
Listen, we said it was a race now, right? So, hush.
Alright, so at this point, I'm going to level up my forms to 6. Just to get that out of the way. And then probably
Yeah,
Zig
and
Ball
I'm leveling up.
afterwards.
I'm leveling up Sora because I'm close to the stat line to deal more than minimum damage to data fights, which will help a lot. And then I think also we'll probably want to just kind of have like a cutoff time. Court of maybe like, I don't know, 3 hours or something.
Okay. Yeah,
That
we'll
seems
just
good to you.
go and rush the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I think between us, we might be able to at least get... Hey, I got negative combo
Just find
There
the
it
other
is.
on 44. Yeah, we need the other one though, unfortunately. One isn't too helpful on its own, but...
Yeah, the biggest thing would be if we could get drives between us.
Let's go. Let's go. Back off.
Go.
This is it. Give me strength.
But yeah, I want that Trinity limit because it's so helpful for lots of other fights too.
We still don't have access to PR2 yet.
No. There's the Trinity limit. Okay.
But yeah, so this is why 3 proof seeds could be so swingy. If any of these like 8 super bosses that we had to fight had just had the proof instead of something else.
Yeah, it makes so
Yeah.
much sense. We just it happened to be an incredibly quick 3 proof seed, but is now becoming a very slow all blue number seed just because of how it goes that way.
Yep, any of these spots that we're finding, like Valor or Fire or whatever, had just as much chance to be a proof.
Yep, makes sense.
Let me do this.
That's why it's fun. We've kind of got to see both sides of like, wow, that seed went really fast and really well. and then oh goodness, it's
Yeah.
kind of compounded into being quite difficult.
There we go.
And I'll give Valor to 6 if you want to grab Wisdom, or I can get both while I'm healing, since I'm in Disney Castle anyways.
I don't have the Valor yet, so I'd have to
Oh,
go.
right. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still just trying to grind to, like, hopefully just take out a Terra or something. A couple of the other bosses. Like, Datademics had something, right? Or did it not?
No, Sephiroth's done.
Oh, it was just
Yeah.
Sephiroth. Okay. Yeah, honestly, even just going and, like, showing what Sephiroth looks like with a lot more stats as well. If I can get over 60 magic, that'd be nice. I have it while I'm in final form, but that's because I have another Keyblade while I'm in final form, so those stats actually do still apply.
Yeah, I'll probably finish off drives, get the ones I can to 6, and then do Zigbar into Zordon.
Leaving the world there just respawns all the enemies. And I gotta get hit here, and I somehow got whiffed. Sure. There we go. Gotta be below half health
It
for
is
EXP boosting, so.
It is either on Master 5 and 6 or a 7.
Jeez.
Jeez. Wow.
We never found Duckflow, did we? Or check to see.
Nope.
I don't think so.
Nope, no Duckflow.
There's just some elusive things in this seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these enemies sometimes go invulnerable. They're weird. Okay, now my magic is at 60 as base Sora, so at least in final form I have more than 60. I'm gonna go fight Sephiroth and then try to do Terra. And then if Adam gets, because I want that explosion, and if Adam gets Zigbar and Zaldin, then I think we've done everything but like Data's
Port Royal as well.
So maybe I could try to do that. Oh, and
Because
Port
one of
Royals,
these
yeah,
has
we
the
don't know what
Port
that's-
Royal unlock.
Or Twilight.
Yeah, we don't have the photo yet either.
Yeah. There's Trinity. Let me.
So I swapped to 30 FPS for this fight to make it the Berserk horizontal slash strategy on Zigbar a little more reliable.
Yeah, Data Zigbar is an extremely scary fight. Thankfully, we do have. It's one of the few fights we actually have most of the tools you would want for it, except for Duck Flare. That would be nice. But Comet can work okay. I need to buy more ethers. And also see if I get any free Mega Elixirs. I got one. What's wrong? One elixir here, I guess. Just in case. Now, hopefully I can show off just like how much more damage you do with just
Yeah,
stats. Like it
absolutely.
It is an RPG, so it matters.
I'm just excited to get to see Sephiroth fight again. It's always fun to watch. And wow,
Yeah.
you are doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, we also have double combo boost, which boosts those
Holy
finishers.
cow. So fun to watch number go down.
Am I getting DM'd? I think I am.
Nope. Yeah. I couldn't react in time. I should have paused buffer. Ooh. Once Zigbar DMs, like is happening to Adam right now, things get extremely scary.
Spicy. Oh.
I was attacking him even though he couldn't take damage though, just to build my drive gauge.
Oh, that makes sense.
All right, I'm going to be a bit more efficient with my MP this time.
Ah, dang.
So this fire pillar attack is actually great for dealing damage to him, because it pulls you in towards him, and as long as you reflect well enough. Hold on, actually, I need to go into limit form. Please let me revert. Why can't I revert?
That was so weird.
I don't know why I couldn't revert there.
Aw.
That actually didn't make any sense.
Sephiroth, you're cheating.
Yeah, a little bit.
I wasn't watching. Had you just used like Ragnarok or something?
No.
Show me your
I went into the form, and I definitely waited long enough for the form to... Oh, okay, well, that was just silly.
Don't know.
I was definitely waiting long enough. I was very confused.
Show me your strength.
That's fine. I was trying to swag out and dodge roll this.
Enough.
Two real intense fights happening right now.
Know your place.
I
Sephiroth,
probably
stop
should be
being
Trinity
mean.
limiting more. Most of these, I'd say, are my fault. That one where I couldn't revert from
That
limit
was-
form
that
made no
was whack.
sense. that one, I don't know.
That's enough.
Oh, Adam.
Yeah, little too low getting,
Rough.
little too slow getting to limit.
These fights are really, really hard. Y'all make them look easy when you clear them on first try. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, we just didn't want anybody to be intimidated.
totally.
I just have to die slower than
That one
Hobbs,
was
so I have less
rude.
stats.
Yeah, you die 6 more times. I'll just first try the rest of this, and then we'll be even on deaths, and we'll be perfect.
That's enough.
Explosion is also something I would normally like to use on Sephiroth, so him holding it is very mean.
It is. Like, when the boss is holding the thing that's best used against them, it makes sense. I mean, that's just strategic, but it is sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, since we're coming up on time, I might dip and go do Zaldin because I would be more comfortable with that fight over this one.
That's fair. Because of the orbs, I had to bail out of that combo. This is bad because I have to just tank this. Yeah.
Yep.
There's no way for me to recover in the air like that in limit form, so that's why it's risky to stay in limit form. I was hoping I could stun him and kill him, but unfortunately he didn't let me.
Show me your strength. That's enough.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. So my anti points are too high, which makes sense because I was
no.
just grinding drive forms, which would have built up a bunch of anti points. However, a quick way to fix that is to just go final a couple times, because each time you enter final form, it reduces your anti points.
The anti-point mechanic was always such a wild thing, casually, of just like, what is happening? Why am I becoming anti-Sora? But it is very interesting to be able to plan around it now that we, if you understand how the mechanic works.
Give in to the
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting part of the routing for the base like game speedrun. How they have to route around anti-foam points.
I'm gonna try to kill him here.
It's looking viable.
Okay, we should be good. Oh, wait, I just do this.
Nice, all right.
we
Nice
go.
job, nice job.
So we at least didn't see his meteor attack, but that probably should have gone a bit quicker. Now that I have explosion, I'll just go try to do Terra real quick. Adam can try to wrap up this one. Maybe we won't finish him, we'll see. But
Definitely been a fun showcase of getting to see
Yeah.
some really tough stuff here.
exactly.
We were just too good at the base rando here, and now it's getting to show everyone the really tough stuff.
So I'm gonna switch all these over to magic accessories since I am mostly just gonna care about my magic stat. I'm having a form or a summon out while I leave the world so that it refills my drive. And then I need to go here. We're gonna put that auto limit back on Donald. I'm gonna take, I was gonna take high jump off, but I don't think I need to. Well, just in case I option out into Peter Pan. And yeah, we'll give this a shot. Explosion, hopefully it should be a little bit better.
The mystery
I was
man.
expecting him to respawn there, but
The pausing strategies are really very interesting.
oh yeah, it's a great tactic in like
Makes a lot of sense.
every Kingdom Hearts speedrun if you need to like think for a second.
Yeah, there's really not a ton of downsides if you're, used to that.
Yeah, in this fight in particular, he has so many attacks he can do, and various like option plays that it's really good to be able to pause and see if, like here, he's following up with a whip attack, but he could have just landed on the ground, and if I didn't punish him,
And now you know, yeah.
it would be terrible.
That's
so
awesome.
yeah, you kind of just do a little pause there, and then you can tell. Yeah, he's whipping again, so I have to run away. So you still have to be able to recognize the attacks.
Oh
quickly
yeah,
enough,
that's
but-
super critical. Jeez. Terra just moves so fast.
I always make this mistake. I go
You
to
can
the
also
wrong
whip
place for
twice.
Data Zordon. So you fight him on
Oh,
the
do you go to the
bridge,
courtyard?
so I run to the bridge to go fight him. In the list.
Yeah, I do the exact same thing. The good news is I'm in the second phase and he's not in bike phase right now, so that's good.
I was gonna say, if you like the boss fight aspect of this rando, Spike's hitless category is a good one to do.
Oh yeah. Yeah, something we were considering doing, but seemed a little risky for time, as
For
you're now
sure.
seeing why, because the siege just made us do a bunch of bosses anyways.
I know. The seed was such a wild ride from start to finish.
Okay, he's in DM phase. All right, so he's now going to DM a bunch. Which means I'm going to res my party members and use Comet to survive this.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was my bad.
There's just so much happening on both of your screens. It's awesome to watch. Wow. Very, very skillful.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah, funnily enough, the DM phase is like the safest phase for Terra because you can actually predict what's going to happen.
If you have a high enough
Yeah.
glide. If you don't, yeah, things get real scary. Oh, I missed menus, so we're just gonna have to do this.
We're just rolling with that.
Oh, okay. I was a little worried about that. We are all out of items. I don't... Yeah, I'm probably dead, yeah. I think we could probably call it there. It was a good, close attempt.
That was very,
let's
very
see.
close, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see Adam's data's all in here. If I had just if I had more elixirs and didn't have to like spend so many ethers to do the same effect, then I probably would have had a good attempt there. I also had to go for limit form instead of final form because of my party members dying and not having a second mega elixir. So that was rough.
Absolutely. It just shows how it's like, it's so much worse, you know, when you don't have all the tools available to you that you all have learned these fights with.
The other thing is that when you do co-op, the interesting is you actually, even because you're both spreading around the world so much, you actually are often, you have fewer tools as an individual because you're not going to cross over for every single little thing, right? So you actually end up having a harder time with a lot of fights than you would if you were just doing it solo, even though it might be like faster as a team. What world is he doing for you? Okay.
It's really
So
awkward.
no item boosts.
Let's just do this.
Oh, then.
Nope, I'm dead.
No, yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
well,
He's so, yeah.
Boss
he's
fights
tough.
are hard.
Data's all in.
Yeah, good attempts, y'all, for sure.
Yeah, we were, as it might be clear, we were practicing for 3 proof seats. Should we beat the game, or do we have time for that?
Let's rush to Zephyrs. We got time. Let's just rush in and end on a
We'll show
high
you how
note.
different this is going to be.
It's gonna be funny.
yeah.
You just watched us die a bunch to some bosses. Let's watch some bosses die to us.
Oh no, Hobbs is ahead of me now.
Aha! My secret plan. No, it's okay. I gotta reconfigure items. No, I don't. Never mind. We're good. First things first, you can reflect buildings. This is just fun. Honestly, with Glide 2, probably slower, but it's fun. Ah, man, with Glide 3, I would have had that Terra. I'm sad. Glide 3 or 4. Glide 2 is just a little too slow to avoid his DM, so I had to keep using all my MP on Donald limits. So Adam does have the advantage of having 1 extra level on both Limit Form and Final. Specifically, Final is going to be pretty handy, so I'll use Chicken Little instead. Chicken Little just instantly defeats all of these enemies because Chicken Little can kind of pull enemies to you. And when he does, for some reason with these, they just instantly like fall because they only take 1 hit.
I also found out recently he can fall off this little state shit you're sitting on and just fall out of bounds.
Yes, Adam's catching up because magnets are actually a little faster here, I think, most of the
Yeah,
time.
because they're guaranteed to hit on spawn in, whereas chicken can be a little delayed.
Yeah. But because I'm going to use Chicken Little in the next fight, I figure I might as well just do it here. If you see a 10, that means you got a frame perfect mash on the stunt dodge, which is cool.
Gather! Hold it! Gather! Gather! It's over! There! Gather!
I always found this one so funny. I'm just like, oh, this is such a random boss.
Yeah. Yeah, so Chicken Little there is a little better than Magnera with Final Form, but Magnega with Final Form is like really good. Oops. There we go. Armored Xemnas 1 down.
Yep.
These fights are extremely satisfying once you get a rhythm.
Amazing. Yeah. I love watching it. They just melt.
Yeah. Once you get a rhythm for the attacks, it's second phase already after that one combo.
Holy cow.
Yeah, Armored Xemnas 2 has an extremely high stat ceiling,
Yeah.
so you do way more
So
damage to him than like
he
most
doesn't cap
bosses.
your damage until very high stats. And that's true of a lot of these end fights. Unlike the data bosses, which cap them significantly faster.
Embrace nothing. Hearts of power. Nothingness.
You know, we got the classic glide boss that we all need in every single Kingdom Hearts game.
Yeah, there's also a skip we're actually doing here. After this reaction command here, I do an aerial dodge into a glide, and that skips this big snowflake attack.
Oh, nice.
That the boss is using. Actually, it's using on Adam's side. Oh, well, it was. And he's dead. I could take an intentional death on Xemnas for an MP refill, but I'm not going to, so that I can try to beat Adam. But
It has become a race.
we want to try to do a dome skip, which is basically there's this attack you can't normally avoid in this fight, but in Rando you can, and so we're gonna try to. Went limit form there just for the MP refill. Oh, please don't put the lasers in front of me.
Why don't you vanish?
Oh, this is tense.
Ah, I thought that was gonna land.
Is that all you got? Okay.
All right, chat. Now's the time for the question. Who is Sora? Is it Hobbs or is it Adam? We're circling back. I haven't forgotten.
I was hoping you had.
Who is Sora?
Adam could beat me here. Okay, I'm ready.
Who is the
I messed up.
protagonist of our seed today?
Yeah, Adam's gonna take it.
Oh.
No, and I got domed. Oh,
Oh,
time for Adam.
well done. Well done.
Well,
Die, it's faster.
there's. Oh yeah, I'm going to. It's actually faster to take a death here and go for dome skip again.
Oh yeah, because that laser attack is so slow.
It's a minute and a half.
Yeah, it takes some. Yeah.
Holy cow.
because of the cinematic
So
afterwards.
most of why I died there was because I came in with not full MP. Or not why I died, but why I failed the thing. So I couldn't do everything I wanted in the opening. So all these reflects are landing the last bit of damage on Xemnas as he swipes by. Mm-hmm. Yeah, now this time I should have him, no problem. Yep.
Nice.
This is how fast this should have gone the first time. Get ready and time.
All right, nice job.
You got that drive gauge.
Very nice
So, yeah.
job, y'all.
You got that drive
Oh,
gauge.
it's funny. But yeah, sorry we weren't quite able to do ABN. It was just a lot of things were really like hard blocked.
It was tough.
We also
Yeah.
we would have done the first half a much different way if it was ABN from the start to facilitate that as well.
Completely differently. Yeah. Like we would have been crossing over for significantly more abilities and stuff like that. We would have split up routing a lot differently as well. So absolutely would have changed things. And with ABN, you don't generally use this hint system. You would use something else
Yeah,
and
this-
potentially change
Yeah,
your
this
leveling
system
curve.
does nothing for an ABN.
I can't.
Yeah, it's
another
actually
word.
worthless.
Yeah, that's why it was really nice of the two of you to just give it a shot, see what would happen. So we got to see some fantastic fights, see more of the game, because everyone in chat was really, really enjoying that. I know I was too.
Even if
I
you
didn't want it
could
to end after an hour and a half.
Yeah, I was like, I figured it'd be more fun than us just being done
come
early
on,
and being
Riku.
like, okay, well now we could do
You've been hanging out
an
in the
easy
darkness
mode
too
seed
long.
or something, but like, yeah,
You gotta
it's
try
more
and
fun to
think
see the bosses.
positive.
Yeah, that was awesome.
My most used
So,
summon
yeah.
being Chicken Little once. This is a weird seed.
You leave.
One little chicken little.
Normally we use a lot of summons, so yeah, this one was mean with them.
know?
So yeah, be sure to follow both of our runners. I'm going to
always
put their
figured I was
links
better
in the
at
chat,
stuff
and then
than
y'all
you.
can just talk about any last shout outs you have for yourself or
mad?
for anyone else.
No.
Adam, you go ahead.
I mean, there is a co-op tournament coming up in a couple weeks for the randomizer. I think it's Codename Geek setting it up. It's a Valentine's Day themed co-op KH2 Rando tournament.
Oh, that's adorable.
He has like
I love
special
that.
like couples rules. Those blind dates where if you want to sign up but you don't have a partner, he'll randomly put people
Oh my
together.
God.
So yeah, it's
I have to
it's
check this
interesting.
out.
Yep. Follow Adam. He's at Zero, ATZERO on Twitch. You can follow me. Just Google JHobs. That's the easiest way to find all my stuff. Or just tune into TFS every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for having us, Court. This is a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And the final verdict is that 53% of people who voted say that you're Sora, Hobbs. So congratulations.
The dumb one
Yeah.
got
May
it.
your heart be your guiding key.
this line, this tracks.
Thank you both so much. I hope you all enjoyed. If you had fun with this, if you've never seen my show before, it happens every other Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern. We're actually going to have Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise in 2 weeks. Would love to see
cool.
their very similar co-op to this, where they're going to just be communicating and splitting up the world. So I had a great time with that. And so stick around for the raid. We're going to raid someone awesome. We have more hotfix starting at 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So see you all then.